Love first, that is soul power, can win over gun power. Women have real soul power. Our soul power comes from our love and care for our families and our world. I want to share a recent touching story of soul power that I read. An Afghani woman who is a mother of 4 children, including a newborn baby, joined other women to protest for the rights of women and girls. Right now in Afghanistan, protesting is difficult and sometimes very dangerous. When asked why she protested, she answered, "We need to demand our rights, not just for us, but for our next generation, our children." I can feel her heart and I truly admire her courage. This is the sole power of a woman's love. When we speak up not only for ourselves, but for our children and the next generation of our world. Today's convening has particular significance. We are standing in solidarity with the women and girls of Afghanistan. At Global Peace Women, we acknowledge every individual is born with a God-given dignity and rights that should be honored and protected. We also believe the recognized and unique qualities and contribution to women bring to all areas of life. And we seek to empower service-minded women, knowing that they play an important part in realizing a world where humanity can live as one family under God. At Global Peace Women, we want to see every woman and girl embrace her love and soul power and transform the world for the better. Today, I renew my commitment to peace and service-minded women and girls everywhere. Women like the brave mother in Afghanistan and those joining us today. I would like to end with a quote from our chairwoman, Dr. Chun Sung Moon. At the recent Global Peace Convention, Dr. Moon recognized the challenges facing our human family now and encouraged women to reach out to bring healing and hope. She said, "Together, with our collective strength of service, heart, and care, we will get through these times and we will create a brighter, greater future." I call upon women here today on this auspicious occasion commemorating International Day of Peace. Let us commit to working together to create a brighter, greater future of the peace for generations to come. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Dr. Kang, and it comes at a very right point for us to be reminded that we need to renew our commitment to peace. We need to renew our commitment to all the women, young girls, children who are looking up to us to protect their rights for them so that they can protect tomorrow as they grow up. Now we move forward to a very unique art workshop that you will see on your screens in a moment. Now, this art workshop is by Anna Karenina Jardine. She's here with us today. Anna, can you wave at us? Thanks.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
I think I just have to change my name. Okay, great.
Sorry, Anna, I didn't get you.
I just have to change my name.
Not a problem, not a problem.
Thank you.
Anna, before we move on, before I hand over the mic to Anna, let me just tell something about her. So Anna is an entrepreneur. She's a visual artist championing capacity building through the arts. She has grown as an artist for the community, seeing art and creativity as an efficient way of transforming the next generation. How beautiful, Anna. She founded Art Dialogo. Anna, I don't know if I'm saying this right. Could you correct me here?
Yeah, just say it. It's Art Dialogo.
Art Dialogo Asia
Yes.
in 2017, a platform and initiative to promote intercultural dialogue and cultural diplomacy and community development through the arts. She's installed more than 30 murals across Asia, ran over 100 art programs, and creatively impacted at least, ladies and gentlemen, at least more than 10,000 young people across Asia. I cannot tell you how momentous this contribution is, Anna. I can only congratulate you and hope that you continue to do this in the near future. And Anna is going to hold this art workshop with the participants from schools of St. Joseph Senior Secondary School, Manav, Rachna International School, and Kitabghar-the, the Learning Cum Resource Center for the marginalized Bapudham Colony, Chandigarh. And now for this novel art workshop, I hand it over to you, Anna.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Kriti. Namaste. Is that a greeting that I must use like all throughout like my session? So wonderful morning to each and every one of you. And I'm about to start and share my screen to each and every one of you on what we'll be doing for today. Okay. Okay, let me just share my screen. Can you see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Let me just like fix this one because I'm doing it live on Canva. There you go. Okay. So I do have my colleagues in here, Mika, Martin, and Pauline. Maybe they can say hello. And
hi, guys.
Yeah,
Hello.
so I'm just going to give them a little task because, of course, I've been to Chandigarh. That's why I grew to love the place. And whatever, I'm always a call away for every one of you back there in India. And by the way, so my topic, since it's a cross-cultural global children's art festival, will be building bridges of peace through art. Just like what Kriti said, and then I'm just like listening to our inaugural speech, like, art is a great tool, to reinforce. Yeah, we're gonna use the word reinforce peace, to renew our commitment. So each and every one of you at the end of my session will be renewing and reinforcing your commitment towards peace. And as we also support our sisters and other children back in Afghanistan. Okay, so are you ready? Do I hear a yes? It's time to get noisy.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Great.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. I love hearing those wonderful voices. So again, I'm teacher Karina. And like I've mentioned later on, I'm in my my teammates. I just want to give like a shout out maybe to Marvin and Pauline and Mika to take a look on my pictures and share later with our audience what we have done in Chandigarh. I was in Chandigarh and I love it. And my favorite food when I visited Chandigarh would be the pakoras, the the palak paneer, and the pakoras, the cheese, the paneer pakora. Is that correct?
Anna, you need to come over and we'll treat you with a lot of pakoras and palak paneer. You don't worry about it.
Yeah. So that's what I love. And you can check us out at www.artdialogo.com. And we continuously creatively connect cultures, people, and ideas through dialogues that we make in a cross-cultural basis and empower young people like you and communities through art. So I'm just going to share the recent project that we did also together with our brother Pramod in Chandigarh. So I'm just going to play this one. Must be my internet. Let's just wait a little bit. Yeah. So I just wish to share with you what we did. Yeah. You know why the internet is like this today? But I'd like to share like what we have did together with 550 girls. Oh, it's just like a stop dance, huh?
ये देखो ये वो वही प्रोग्राम दिखा रहे हैं जो वहाँ हुआ था, वो दिव्या को पेंटिंग वगैरह में गए थे जहाँ.
Yep. Anyway, so let's just skip to that, and maybe later on, would my internet be better? Then I'll share it with you through my colleagues later on. Maybe Martin can present on that later. So it's just like a little bit, a little bit of facts. Yeah.
ये email ID थोड़ी ना है. मेरी email ID
Okay.
थोड़ी ना होगी. Email ID में
I
space
request
नहीं
other
होते.
participants to kindly mute themselves so that we can listen to Anna properly.
Okay, yeah.
Pinky, if you're listening to me, can you please mute
Email
your mic?
ID ऐसे होती है. @gmail.com.
Okay, again, I'd like to remind everyone in this session, would I be speaking? Kindly mute your microphone so you can hear my message clearly and loudly, yeah, regardless the miles. And this is just like a fun fact that I'd like to share with you. Did you know that when you cut your ears, but don't do that, okay, and you put them together, it shapes like a heart. When you put it together, it will shape like a heart. Yeah, cut your ears, put it together, and it will shape like a heart. And yes, exactly. I do see it in Manvi. Yeah, trying to do it. And it will shape like a heart. And it's just like, now I would like to request a little love from each and every one of you through listening. Yeah, as we talk about female empowerment, there are 5 types actually: psychological, educational, I repeated it, economic, social, and then the other one, maybe Martin can help me. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. So there are different types of women empowerment. So there's the social, economic, psychological, and educational. Yep.
Yes.
Sorry, I repeat. Yep. Sorry, I repeated one. But then we girls are reminded to be, yes, to be who we wanted to be. Because a girl should be 2 things: who and what she wants. Yeah. So later on, we're gonna talk about that as we go through our program. Yep. So for today, what we're gonna do is to talk about peace and diversity. And we'll translate that into our artwork. And of course, talk about the fundamentals of art, the elements of art, and we'll be creating our pink bird. So are you ready with your art materials? Give me a thumbs up if you are ready with your art materials. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, great. So let's just talk about peace first and diversity, because in diversity, there is beauty and there is strength, according to Maya Angelou. Yep. And this is what we're going to discover, because each and every one of us coming from various backgrounds and different countries, we are joined by our friends like in different parts of the world. And in here, we'll be celebrating diversity and its beauty, because altogether, collectively, we are way more, what do you call this? Stronger. We are way stronger when we are collectively doing things. And for today, that is, oops, I think I went back. Yep. Yeah. So let's talk about it. What is peace for you? Any idea? Maybe I'm going to call randomly. I'm going to call, so you better listen. I'm going to call Stuti Doshi. Is Stuti Doshi here? Stuti, are you here? Or maybe I'm just going to call just one of you. I'm going to call who I see in here. Maybe Teacher Pauline. What is peace for you? Teacher Pau, what? Cannot hear you. Teacher Pauline, we cannot hear you. What is peace for you?
Oh, I think Teacher Pauline's mic is not working.
Is it? Or maybe Teacher Martin, what is peace for you? Can you
Yes.
Answer? May I
Yep.
answer?
Okay, Grace, you
Sure.
can answer.
For me, peace is something that is calmness of our body and our mind, and that is peace. when there's no war and love everywhere.
Okay, that's very beautiful. Yep. So the absence of war. And what else? Anyone who'd like to share?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, peace is togetherness and unity.
Yep. It's always good, like when we talk about peace and togetherness. And then let me just like share with you. Well, Pablo Picasso seemed to be too popular for today. I'm just going to stop sharing first and just wait. Yeah. Yep. And just share my video on what is peace. But all your notes on peace or what you have to share with me are all beautiful explanation of peace. And peace is personal. For me, peace is personal. Yeah. And the definition may be, done like on a personal level. Like for me, peace is when my family are happy, when I see kids happy, that's it. Like I try to put peace in a context of happiness. Although I'm not trying to put a blind eye on what is the opposite of peace. You get what I mean? Yeah. And maybe I can just like share a little bit again. So on the context of peace, let me just share it with you. Can you see it? Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, ma'am.
Peace. Peace is the beauty in the world. Rolling oceans, towering mountains.
We can't hear the audio.
You cannot hear. 1 second.
Ma'am, the audio is there at my side.
Okay. 1 second. Okay, same as system. Is this correct? Audio setting, 1 second. Can you hear it? Can you hear it now?
What is peace?
Yes, but
we
this
can
is very
hear it.
low.
Because I think this is just like the,
Rolling oceans.
this is the maximum.
Can you increase the volume?
Yeah, so I'm just going to say it. Yeah, peace is just like the beautiful mountains and a beautiful ecosystem and the dazzling skies. If you don't hear it.
Well rested.
And when you're well rested, when the kittens are well rested, or when you are well rested, that's peace.
Peace is eating healthy food and feeling full.
Yeah, peace is eating healthy food and feeling full. And can read like beautiful stories.
Peace is knowing you are one of a kind.
And peace is knowing that you are one of a kind. And peace is just like having a friend.
Forgive others.
And peace is about forgiving others.
Peace is having wishes come true.
And peace is having wishes come true.
Peace is accepting those who are different from you.
Peace is acceptance.
Having someone to love.
Yeah, peace is someone to love. Having someone to love.
Kissing your family goodnight.
Yeah.
Peace is feeling calm in your heart.
Yeah.
Peace is what we need. What does peace mean to you? Thanks so much for watching. Click that red subscribe.
Yeah, exactly. So peace can be anything, and the driving force of peace would be coming right inside your heart. Yeah. So let me just move through and share again my slides. Yep. Yep. Let me just do that. Okay. And we talk about, forgiveness. Like when we talk about peace, there are different, being different from one another. Does it like threaten peace? Does it threaten peace? Do you think? Being different from one another? What do you think are the threats to peace? Yeah. So basically, like what I have shared with you through the video, when that's taken away, then that's a threat to one's peace. And again, it varies. However, when things don't happen to be our way, always believe in the power of hope, yeah, and resiliency. And this is what we're also talking about, diversity as well. So diversity is the practice of or quality or of including or involving people from a range of different social and ethnic backgrounds and different genders and different abilities, you know? So like for instance, like in here, yep, this is a picture of diversity, is it? Like to see different people. That's just like what we are doing today. Different people celebrate peace, right? Yeah. Instead of thinking of this as a threat because we're all different, actually, this is our strength. This is our strength. Remember, diversity can be our strength. When we try to understand each other, and again, I'd like to remind, once I'm talking, kindly mute your microphone so we can understand each other better. Yeah. So it's just like really simple. Like for peace to happen, we need to be resilient. We need to become like friends with other people. We don't judge people because of the color of their skin or their ability, you know? It's just like the simple, how do I say, simple way of promoting peace is maybe making friends. Anyone can give me any mechanism of peace? How can you actually promote peace? I'm gonna take art, so don't take art, okay? Who else? Any idea? How can you actually promote peace? Come again?
Can I see, Mom, what else is peace?
What?
Ma'am, music is peace, actually.
Music, great, that's beautiful. Music is peace, yes. What else?
Ma'am, for me, writing a diary note is peace because writing about my day, how it went, and all my experiences, and writing some quotes, stories, and watching a nice movie is peace.
That's good. That's really beautiful.
Ma'am, may
that's
I add something?
Okay, sure.
Ma'am, nature is peace.
Yes, exactly.
Ma'am, even listening the sound of raindrops from our roof is peace.
True,
And
that's true.
And dancing in rain is a peace. There are many things in our life we can have peace.
Yes, that's very beautiful. Yes. So you see, like hearing from you, those are different perspectives on peace. But when we put it all together, like collectively, you know, we can make the sound of peace even louder. Yep. Yep. See, so this is just like what I'm talking about.
With each other is also peace.
Yep. As a society, you know, we were different from each other as a society. But again, like, you know, with the pandemic, we were taught to be resilient. We were taught to work together as a whole, as a unit, you know, to curb what the pandemic has, the effects of the pandemic and everything. We come together, different perspectives. Like when I ask you about, you know, how we can promote peace, like you have different perspectives coming from different gender in here, different abilities, different culture, different age. And it's great to learn from each other. Again, at the end of the day, our learning as a society will reinforce our commitment in creating a more conducive environment for us to grow as also as girls or women, young women, and as a society. Yep. Don't know why it keeps on going back there. And that translates us to how can we just like put it all together? Reason why I'm going to teach you like the elements of art. Anyone who has any ideas? Because I believe like creativity is just like connecting the dots. And now we're going to connect peace, diversity, and all your perspectives through arts and creativity. Anyone who has any idea? What are the elements of art? Anyone? Or should I just like go so we can move
Storytelling, colors, and imagination.
Yes, that's good. That's
storytelling through dance performance.
Very good. So in creating an artwork, these are some elements that you need to consider. Yep, you have your line, the texture, the tone or tonal value, shapes, color, yeah, just like what you've mentioned, the form, and the space. Yep. So these are the 7 elements of art. Yeah. And we're going to incorporate this into our activity for today. Yep. Yeah. And also, let's try to understand the color wheel and the value of cool and warm colors. You see? Can you take a look on the screen? What are the cool colors in here?
Yes,
Anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
You see the cool colors that makes you feel like, ooh, I'm perhaps in the northern hemisphere of the world. But then when you go like to the southern hemisphere, like places I know in India, when I think about India, maybe the color I'll think about would be somewhere like in orange, somewhere there, because it's warm. Same goes like in Philippines or Malaysia, like it's really sunny, it's really warm. But when I'm in Switzerland, it's, you know, more like blue. Like some places will make you think of these colors. But when I combine all of it, it reminds me of serenity. For me as a Filipino, like I may say, a picture of serenity can be me by the beach and enjoying the sunset and the waves. Yep. And with that, I want you to get your art materials. Get ready with your art materials. I want you to get ready with your materials. Yeah, do you have it with you? Do you have it with you? So just put all your art materials on your table. And now we're going to translate the elements of art into a purpose. And our purpose for today is to reinforce our commitment in promoting peace and having peace in our lives, you know, to become global citizens. It's always good to appreciate who we are, our aspirations, and we become as a whole. And then through art and its purposes, can you take a look in here? We can make it even more visible because art has its own purpose as well. It can be functional. I think you'll learn it in your art class. Once I meant with functional, take a look in your history books. Take a look in history. You'll take a look at the artifacts in there, and the artifacts will tell you how functional art is. Like we have all this vase, we have all this beautiful, I'm talking about different art forms, like the dancing, or like in your culture in India, you have your Ramayana, your, is it Mahabharata, all of these beautiful works of art, like tells the story, you know, translated into different generations. So it's been narrative, both narrative and functional as well. Yeah. And then we have the persuade, you know, it's also used for persuasion. It's also used for ceremonies. Reason why we also have like art exhibitions, you know. And for today, we'll be focusing more into incorporating all of these in making the pink birds. Okay. So your artistic persuasion or artistic expression, and tell your narrative. And the function of it actually is to reinforce our commitment in promoting peace and persuade the world. Why should you choose peace? So that's what we're going to do with our simple activity for today in making the pink bird. But I'm just going to give you like some fun facts. When we talk about war and peace, this is one of the masterpieces created, you know, by one of our masters in art. Can anyone tell me who do you think made this? Huh? Anyone? Anyone familiar with the La Guernica? Teacher Martin, can you help me with La Guernica and share a little bit something with the La Guernica? Why is it important? Why this? Is it done because it's done after the war?
Yes, right? It is done after the war by a famous painter named...
Don't mention the name.
Who do you think it is? It starts with the letter P. Does anybody from the audience wants to answer? Who is the famous painter who created La Guernica.
Yeah.
Can anybody raise their hand? Volunteers?
You can Google it. You can Google it. It's fine. So like with La Guernica, you see, it's a depiction.
Picasso.
Pablo
Okay, very
Picasso.
good, Pablo Picasso. Good job.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. So it's, you
Perfect.
know, this artwork has been really symbolical, like in commemorating what, you know, what happened during the war. I think this was like 1920s or 1918.
1937.
Sorry, 1937. So that's after the First World War.
Yes.
Yeah, the First World War. And did you know, like, there's another one? Have you seen like the Eurovision? You know the Eurovision Song Contest?
Yes,
Huh?
teacher.
Okay, the Eurovision Song Contest, and then, you know, even like the Eurovision Song Contest is also created to celebrate the beauty of arts, and then to replace what do you call this, like the, to at least not erase, like mitigate the effects of war, World War II. See, so after World War II, this song writing competition and Eurovision Song Contest became a commitment, you know, in renewing our commitment for peace, but through artistic means, you know. And the mechanism for that song contest, actually you cannot vote, or people from that country cannot vote for their country. They need to vote for a different country, and it also promotes cross cultures. Interesting, right? If you go to history, so you can read through that. And this La Guernica, which I would like to share with you, is created again by Pablo Picasso. And let's get to meet the man first. Yeah. So let's see Pablo Picasso through this small video.
Learn about the artist Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso was born on October 25th, 1881 in Spain. He was the son of a painter, and he began to draw at a very early age. In 1895, the family moved to Barcelona, and Picasso studied art there. This was a very important part of his artistic development. Picasso's first exhibition took became friends with many painters and poets. His style developed from the Blue Period, which was from 1901 to 1904, to the Rose Period, which was in 1905, and then eventually his evolution of Cubism. In the 1920s, the artist and his wife Olga, whom he married in 1918, continued to live in Paris and travel frequently and spend their time at the beach. In 1925 and 1930s, Picasso was involved with the Surrealists, and from the fall of 1931, he was especially interested in making sculpture. In 1932, with large exhibitions, Picasso's fame increased, and by 1936, the Spanish Civil War had affected Picasso, and he expressed himself through a painting he called Guernica. Among the enormous number of exhibitions that were held during the artist's lifetime, in 1961, the artist remarried, and his most famous works were at the Modern Museum of Art in New York. There, Picasso continued his prolific work in painting, drawing, prints, ceramics, and sculpture in Paris until his death on April 8, 1973. Picasso is still renowned and known as one of the most famous painters that's ever lived.
There you go. Like Pablo Picasso, like he had seen like so many wars that inflicted a lot of people. Like you have the World War II and the Spanish Civil War. The inspiration for La Guernica. I think you will see like copies of it when you visit Spain. Who has been to Spain in here? Anyone? Anyone visited Spain? Yeah, like you'll see like a copy of La Guernica, like when you go to some, I think I went to Leon, like one station there. And I was like wondering when I was younger, what is this? I mean, it's a little bit grotesque. I didn't understand. I was young. It's a little bit grotesque. It looks like there's there's war or something or violence. However, it's depicted like, the composition is just like beautiful enough. But anyway, so that's it, Pablo Picasso. And the reason why I'm sharing Pablo Picasso with you and his connection with peace is he also advocates for it. And as a matter of fact, take a look at this picture. You see like all this dove. You see the drawing of doves everywhere. He's the one who popularized it. So because Picasso's first dove of peace is chosen as the emblem for the first International Peace Conference in Paris in 1949. Yeah, the reason why I chose Picasso is because of that. Yeah. And see, really interesting. And this dove, you see it like really everywhere and very, very popular in all contests. I think in all contests that I judged, I always see like the dove, this emblem. Yeah, so it's from Picasso. Yeah, when someone asks you, or you can share like some fun facts about art. Yeah, so Picasso's first dove of peace. Yes, chosen as the emblem for the first International Peace Conference in Paris in 1949. So very monumental. And now collectively we'll be creating our own pink birds. And I was just like wondering, why is it pink? Why are we choosing the color pink? Yep. So just like some of the students. So let's just like bring synergy through art. Yeah, so for our activity, why this? Okay, I think for this activity, I don't know why is it quite slow. So I'm just going to pin myself, replace pin, and we're going to create our pink birds. Yep. So I made like a sample and it's very easy. I want you to create something like this. It can be better. It can be more creative, but we're gonna do it all together and really simple because we only have like a few more minutes left. Yeah, so you have like at least 30 minutes to do this. And I'm just gonna teach you, if you know your ABCs, you'll be able to do this. Are you ready? Are you ready, boys and girls?
Yes, we are ready.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, great. But I'd like to share a little bit something again with all of you before we move. Yeah, before we move forward. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. Yep. So I need you to prepare all your materials, your pencil, though it's optional, your paint or any coloring material, white paper and pink papers, scissors and glue, your confidence and imagination. Because I'd like you to develop your creative confidence in this session. And before we proceed, why pink? I think you might be wondering, why are we creating pink? So pink, do you know what is it about? Pink is the color of anyone? Mandy, would you like to share?
Love and compassion.
Love and peace.
Perfect. Okay. And kindness, intuition, and then it nurtures comfort. Yep, the effects of it. So it's nice. Like they say, like we as female, we're the future, and where we have the ability to nurture a positive environment for each and everyone to thrive. So again, like the color pink is the color of love and compassion. Pink is kind and comforting, full of sympathy, again, and compassion, and makes us feel accepted. It's friendly, playful, spirit comes and nurtures us, bringing joy and warmth into our lives. So pink is also a feminine, intuitive color, and it is bursting with pure romance. So are you ready to do this and collectively share the beauty of this color, the meaning of this color peacefully? Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay, let's do this.
yes,
Yeah, so let's do this. Yep. I'm going to stop share and let's get practical. Yeah, let's get practical. Do you like, wait, I'm thinking like, do you want me like to be on the screen altogether, or can you see this, the other one, the demo demi? Yeah. Is this better? Okay. So I want you to grab your It can be like a colored paper. Like for this activity, maybe I'm just gonna use like a colored paper. I'm going to use blue. Blue is a beautiful color as well. So you can get your blue, or you can have your white color, white colored paper. It's also okay. And get your scissors. Yeah, get your scissors. Get your glue. And get your pink, papers, okay? Yeah. So all your pink papers. Yep. Okay. So let's get going. Okay. Let's get going. Like for this, with your pink paper, maybe you can create like how many birds do you want to do? Like for my paper, I'm gonna use blue. So I wouldn't have to paint. So this is the simplest way to do things. Yeah, 1 second. So I'm just getting this. Okay, there you go. Like for the demo. So I'm gonna use like a blue paper in here. Yeah. So you can just use simply your white paper. And I'm going to grab my pink paper. So for my pink paper, I will just have to, I don't see my, yeah. I'm just going to fold it sideways, or as long as it's 4, yeah. Or it can be smaller. Like for me, this is like, this became square because I removed like at least 3 inches from it, but it's okay. Just use your pink paper and fold it into 4 or fold it into 6. Yeah, depending on how many birds you want. Maybe for this one, I'm gonna put like 2 birds. You can also use like 2 birds. And I'm just going to cut like the edge. Yeah, cut the edge, or you can use like the other one. Yeah, where the side is just like open.
Excuse me, ma'am. Your hands are not
Come again?
visible. Your work is not visible to us. Only face is visible.
Come again?
Yeah, your hands are not visible to me.
Maybe I'm just going to share. Maybe I'm going to change my position. One sec. Give me 1 second. Let me just get another table.
While waiting for teacher Karina, can everybody like turn on their camera so that we can see if you're really doing your artwork? Can everybody open their cameras? Students, hello?
Yeah.
Okay, students, let's open our camera so that we can guide you through our artwork.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna replace the pin and.
Okay, while waiting for teacher Karina.
Is this much better?
To set up, yes, I think so, teacher Karina.
I think this is much better, right?
I'll just
I think this is much better.
okay, I'll just remove that pin and so okay.
Thank you, Teacher Martin. Okay.
So does everybody have their art materials ready with you? Students?
Okay, so you're pink. And then what we did, I have my pink paper and just fold it into 4. Fold it into 4.
We have students, जितने भी बच्चे सेंट जोसेफ सीनियर सेकेंडरी स्कूल से, मानव रचना स्कूल से और किताबगढ़ स्कूल से हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं, हम उन्हें रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं कि वो अपना कैमरा ऑन करें. Guys, please turn your cameras on so that we can see how your creativity is flowing on paper.
Okay, great. So again, let's do this. So I have my paper, and then I'll just have to, I just have to fold it. So it's lengthwise and then now crosswise. Okay, so there you go with my paper. And I feel like making like 2 birds in here. Okay, depends. It can be big, depends on you. Let's be creative, okay? So now I'm going to cut like the part where you can see like there are openings. Yeah, and I'm just going to make a letter D out of it. A letter D. Yep. So you see, I have a letter D in here. Yep. So it will look like this. Looks like a letter D. Yep. Then when I place it in here later on, and then afterwards, I still have this. Switch on to cam. Okay, again, I would like to use a little bit of tonal valuing in here, and then I'm just going to create like with a smaller paper, maybe just like a square, just did a square, or maybe fold your paper into half. It's okay, it will look like this. Fold it. And maybe it can be like bigger, or fold it, another fold crosswise, and another letter D. So another letter D, it will look like this, a letter D again, and maybe we can just like add some lines in here, like some curvy lines. Yep, so that's it. So these are for the wings. Yep. You can use like the same color, color of pink. It's okay. And the next part is that we still have one more. We still have space in here. So to create the circle, this is the simplest way. So you can cut a square from your paper, and after that, just remove the edges by cutting a curve in there. Yeah, a curve in there. Just remove the edges by adding some curvy lines in there, or curvy way of maneuvering your scissors. So you will create a circle. Yep. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah, and you will have like your circle. Yeah. Can follow? Can follow, everyone?
Ma'am, we don't have the supplies ready.
You don't have the supplies just yet. I've been repeating it again and again.
We don't have it at home.
You don't have it at home. You can just use any paper that you have, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, but then for those who have, the reason why I'm taking it slowly as well is because I thought that you have your materials and we'll be doing it all together. So now we're done. I'm just gonna put like 2 birds in here. So I'm just going to face it just like this. Yep, just like that. And put the head. If you think the head is a little bit bigger, then you can just like adjust it. Just like that. And then maybe the wings can look just like this, or can be like with wings, or with no wings is also okay. Maybe I'll put the wings in here. Yep. And then for the other bird, it's easy. Yep. I'm just going to place it here above, and then another bird in here. Yeah. Yeah, so for the other bird, it's in here. Can you give me like 1 second? Yeah.
Okay. Does everybody follow the instructions? So we need 1 circle and 1 like, this is like the wings, right? Or the body of the bird. Am I correct, Teacher Pauline? Yes. Teacher Mika. Yes, right? So
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so raise your hand who has art materials with you. Raise your hand who with you.
Okay, now I'm back.
Okay, she's back. So we need something like this, guys. So you have 1 circle and you have 1 body.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay, so now you have your letter and then a circle, another letter and a circle. And after that, of course, it has a beak, right? For the beak, I just need you to grab like maybe a small strip of white paper or any paper that you have, and make a triangle. Again, kindly mute your microphones if you're not talking. Yep. So that's it. Yep. There you go. And you just have to add this really, really tiny triangle. See? And this would become the beak of your bird. And of course, I don't want to waste like any paper. I'm just going to add like a wing, and that's it. Just like place it in there. Yeah. And we have like remaining like other letter D's, then this can be the tail. Yeah. So with the tail, you can just like freestyle it. Like for me, I'm just like cutting whatever. Yeah. So I'm just going to add it there. And then I have an extra baby pink. I think this is baby pink. Yeah. So I'm just going to shape it like a letter V. And then at the edge of my letter V, just some curvy cuts in there. Yeah. So there you go. And after that, yeah. Yep. And after that, we'll just be using our markers. Or if you don't have any marker, you can use your any coloring materials that you have at home. That would be okay. And just add any design. Again, what are the elements of art? Lines, shapes, space. Now you have it like you have the space, the color, and just to add a little bit more element, let's add some lines. So I'm just going to put a dot in here, and then I'm just going to outline it. You see, like my outline for my bird is this. And I'm just going to put another letter D in there. And then this can be like some tiny little tiny and little U's, like letter U. See, if you know your alphabet, then you'll be able to do this pink bird activity. Yeah, so I'm just going to outline it. Yeah, outline. See, and then now you have your bird. Yeah, so just like a letter U or a W. See, like all these lines. Don't be afraid. You don't need a pencil for this. Okay, and then, yeah. And then for this, you just have to be confident. Yeah, use your marker. So you see, can be extended until here. So just to add, you know, a little bit of texture there, or an illusion of texture. So you see, like you have your bird in there already, and maybe I'm just going to add a little bit more lines in there. So it's like lines and lines and lines. Yep. See all these lines. Maybe I'm just gonna put like the cheeks in there. Yep. And then maybe in here, I'm gonna use like, what kind of line would be nice? Maybe like circle, yeah. Yeah. Or maybe just like scribble it just like this. Yeah, just have to scribble and that's it. Yeah. And then of course, like adding my birds. Well, it's just like a letter V and then another straight line there, like a letter V in there, and another straight line in the middle. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And this is it. Almost done. And just to add a little bit of effect, maybe my little bird is on a branch. So with the branch, it's just like, you know, curvy lines in there. Yep. And then curvy lines in there as well. Yep. Curvy lines in there as well. And what I want you to do, like with the space that you have, remember, like an element of art, it's also space. You can put your wish, you know, for peace in here, like on the side. But for me, I can put like a wish in here. So what's your wish? Anyone can share a wish? Yeah? Can anyone share your wish?
I wish for world peace.
Okay, so that would be for Teacher Martin. I'm going maybe I'm just gonna write like world peace. Yeah, world. You can write whatever way, or you can write to your sisters and neighbors in Afghanistan. You can do that. Yep. Oops, what happened to my easel? Okay, there you go. So world peace. Yeah. Our may we have world peace. Yeah, maybe it can be like that. Yeah. See, maybe it can be as simple as that. And then I'm gonna add like another wish. May no children, or may no child, yeah, suffer. Yeah. From violence and hunger. And then, of course, I want to give you a wish as well. May we all cross
More peace.
And see each other soon. I'm gonna sign in here. Yeah, love, teacher Karina. Okay, so I wanted to do that as well, but of course, element of design. Let's not forget that. How's everything? Boys and girls, are you following?
And
So
I
the
think
element-
everybody's doing a great job, and I wish I had the material. I wish I'd known. I would have done something. I was looking at all of you. I can see Micah, Martin, Pauline. I can see Manya. I can see Manvi. They're so painstakingly making these beautiful little pink birds.
You can do
Lovely.
it. Yeah, so maybe I'm just going to, oopsie, I don't know what's wrong with my easel, but it's going to be easy. You don't want to, 1 second, yeah. 1 second with my easel. Yeah, sorry about my easel. Yeah. My traveling easel. Yep.
Grace, can you show your artwork?
Yeah, so I just have like strips of white paper in here. Sorry, pink paper. I'm just gonna use like broken lines in there, just use it. You don't want to waste it, or you have your old magazines. You can actually use your newspaper. It's also okay. Just gonna add in there,
Can we
like
put
with
a
pink-
heart sign?
Heart sign. Okay. Art can be heart. You can use heart. You can add like designs. For me, I'm just gonna use like broken lines in there. So some of the broken lines. Yeah. Don't worry. All these broken lines will lead somewhere. Wow. Right, Teacher Martin?
Yes.
And I'm so sorry. I hate to be the timekeeper here. That's, I think,
We're
one of the
almost
worst
done.
jobs on the earth. But I would want you to maybe accelerate it a little bit, because we are running out on time. We are behind schedule. So if you could-
Actually, can
We're actually
students
done.
please show their artworks? Okay, that's great, Grace.
Wow, I can see Grace dressed in pink with a pink bird that she's made.
Yeah. Can
Yeah.
everyone show?
Very good. So like I have these broken lines. I'm gonna continue adding broken lines in there and just add like in a circular way. We're almost done. And then just adding a little bit of design,
Nice.
like with this. See? Just adding a little bit more design.
Okay. Grace, can you
Yeah.
show yours?
Yeah. Wow, I love it. I love it. Beautiful. So just add a little bit more. Yeah.
How about you, Manvi Sharma? Can you show your artwork?
Yeah, so I'm just adding like
Can I
some
show your
protein
artwork?
there.
Can you show it to us?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be beautiful. Yes, it's.
It
I think
is. And
we.
all the artworks will become beautiful. See, this is very easy. You can recreate it. I'm just adding a little bit of design
Okay.
in here.
You just
Element.
need like the wings. Okay, teacher Pauline. I think that's very nice also.
Yeah, very good. Very
How
good.
about you, teacher Micah? Can you show yours? I think of course.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's blurred.
It's blurry. Maybe I
Okay,
need
how
to
about
remove
you?
my
Nundi,
to remove my
Nundi
background.
Kaur.
I love it. So I'm just going to use this. I don't want to waste. So just accelerating it. Yeah. So this thick lines like will be my curvy branches. Yeah. And by the way, boys and
This
girls,
is
I would like
mine.
you.
I put
Yeah.
heart signs.
Yep. I'd like you to take a picture of your artwork, and maybe
Yes.
you can just like tag us like on a hashtag. Do we have any hashtag to use, Kriti?
We can create one. Let the creativity
Okay,
flow.
great.
Hashtags can be like, we can start mulling over what hashtag to use. There's no bar to creativity here.
Yep. Yeah. So it can be our. Yeah. So can you kindly share like which hashtag we were supposed to use? So for everyone who would like to share their artwork, they can
Yes.
use that hashtag, or they can also share it with us, like with Art Dialogo Asia. Yes, exactly.
Yes, you can email us, I
You
think.
can also email us, can put in here in our social media. Yeah, in our social media. Yep. So this is a very simple activity that reinforces our commitment for peace. Oh, I love that. I love it, Shahat. I love it. See? Yeah. It's just like really simple activity, and we're almost finished. Actually, we're done. Just like adding some designs, elements. Yep. So you see, the message would be louder and clearer. So I actually,
It's very nice.
I don't know what's wrong with my easel board today. I think,
Manya, can we see your artwork? I think it's going to be nice. Can we see it? Can we see your artwork?
Yeah.
I think she's not done. Can't wait to see your artworks.
so with the artwork, yeah, I'd love to see the artworks. Love to see the artworks. I still have like some colored papers in here.
I think Grace would like to share her artwork. Would you like to turn on your mute sound and like talk about your artwork? Do you think that's a good idea, teacher?
Yeah, we
Paulina?
can. We still have
See?
time, do we?
Grace, can you share your artwork with us? Like you can turn on your microphone, okay?
Yes. So this is
Okay.
my artwork. It says that we will not be silent, as this is for the women of Afghanistan, how they have been treated with all those years. So now they'll not be silent. They'll raise their voice and they'll speak for their rights. Yes. Thanks.
Exactly.
That was very good, Grace. Excellent. I think someone would also like to volunteer after Grace to, I think, do we have time, teacher?
Teacher,
Yes.
I'm so sorry, but we are really running short on time. We are already, I
Okay.
think, half an hour behind schedule. So what we can do is, everybody, you can, on the chat window, you have this chat window. We'd love if you could write something about your artwork and put it on the chat window. And do not forget what Martin told you about tagging them with your artworks on social media platforms.
Yep. So maybe since due to the interest of time, maybe we can just like take a picture. Is it okay?
Absolutely. I think we can
Let's
all
do
hold
a
up
While
photo.
we can use our artworks, guys,
Yep.
like so that we can have everybody show their artworks. Like this one. Everybody, let's smile.
Because
so
we
that
will
for the
not be
pictures-
silent.
Of
Let's not be
course.
silent.
1,
2, 3.
and smile.
Who will be taking pictures?
Me, I think. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, and smile.
Smile.
Okay, good
Yeah.
job.
Great
Okay,
job, everyone.
Page 2. Still have
Page
page
two?
2. Page
Beautiful.
2.
I love it,
1, 2, 3,
Rachna.
and
Beautiful.
go. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful.
If you want to like email us at artdialogoasia@gmail.com for the pictures of your artworks, and we're going to tag them in our social media sites. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Or you can give us a hashtag as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you, Micah. Thank you, all the students of different schools. We are very sure that this activity is going to go do something really, really transformatory for all of us. Thank you so much, Anna, for being so patient and being such a wonderful educator.
Yeah, thank you so much again. Thank you for the kind words, Kriti. And again, since we'll just like cut it short, okay? It's really important for us to develop our creative confidence because that can also be our tool, you know, to maximize or amplify our voices. As females, I get to see we will not be silent. Yes, we will not be silent, but along with not being silent, we should take our part and be responsible on what we put out there. And let's do it creatively. And again, I'm Teacher Karina, and we'll see you all again. And thank you so much, yeah, Vandana. Thank you. We really enjoyed. And let's keep this fun and creative day more meaningful. So we'll see you again. Bye.
Thank you so much, Anna. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Anna with her message of do not be silent. And one way to not be silent is to speak up through art. So that is what we all are going to do after this. Thank you, Anna, for that, and your team.
See you.
Thank you. So what we just witnessed was the power of painting, was the power of visuals, the power of colors. Now we are going to move on to the power of words. Now words have this massive power to create, to encourage, to give courage. And with this, we are going to move on to the messages that we've received from the leaders of various schools in Chandigarh and around Chandigarh. We are going to start with a very, very esteemed school here in Chandigarh, that is the Delhi Public School. We have Mrs. Reema Diwan, the principal of Delhi Public School, with her message on peace. And it's going to take me a minute to share with you that message.
It is not only a joy, but a very significant moment to be with you all as we celebrate spirit of the International Day of Nonviolence, supporting girls' rights in Afghanistan. We may never be strong enough to be entirely nonviolent in thought, word, and deed. But we must keep nonviolence as our goal, as our ideal. We must make strong progress towards it. We must have a strong commitment and confidence in that commitment, because that is the greatest force at the disposal of mankind. And who can understand better that we Indians, who have Gandhi as our father of the nation, who proved that non-violence is mightier than the mightiest weapon of destruction that could be devised by the ingenuity of man. I personally feel no nation can ever be worthy of its existence a nation that cannot take its women along with the men. Rather, this kind of gender discrimination is something that needs to be avoided. Each one of the sexes needs to be evaluated and needs to be looked at because of their own strengths, because of their own merits. We have proven that even in a freedom struggle, the women were fighting right by the side of men. Someone has rightly said, society is like a bird. It has two wings. I ask you, can a bird fly if one wing is broken? But yet we realize that despite the great strides made by international women's rights movement, over many years, women and girls around the world are still married as children or trafficked into forced labor and sex slavery. They are refused access to education and political participation. They are trapped in conflicts where rape is perpetrated as a weapon of war. Human Rights Watch is working towards the realization of women's empowerment and gender equality, protecting the rights and improving the lives of women and girls on the ground. To call women the weaker sex, I think, is an injustice to mankind. If by strength we mean moral power, we mean ethical power, we mean emotional maturity, we mean emotional strength, we mean greater intuition, we mean greater endurance, we mean greater courage, more self-sacrifice, a non-violent attitude, then I think the answer by itself is clear, that is a woman part of a weaker sex, or is this the sex that needs to be treated with the kind of respect, with the kind of admiration, with the kind of appreciation that they deserve? If non-violence is the law of our being, the future is woman. I have nursed this thought now for years, said Gandhi. And Gandhi showed the world that peace, respect, and equality are the most powerful forces of change. And it is incumbent on us to build on this legacy. The situation in Afghanistan calls for everyone's attention. It's a critical moment for Afghan girls. And it is very heartening to see and to hear that women and girls in Afghanistan are speaking out for themselves. They are demanding the right to choose their own future, because we cannot ignore that the progress and future of a nation is dependent upon both men and women, boys and girls. International human rights law guarantees girls' right to education. And girls' education is a powerful tool for building peace and security. And that is why, whether it is the women and girls in Afghanistan or anywhere else in the world, they need equal access to education. They need to be completely aware. They need to be empowered about what their rights are. And we must support the education for Afghan girls, because it is their right, just like the right of a girl anywhere else in the world. What is now required is a robust monitoring mechanism to ensure that there's a specific focus on girls' education. Let us all pledge to stand firmly with women and with the cause of non-violence. Every child deserves better. Every boy and girl deserves a world that is non-violent, deserves an attitude of love and compassion. Every child deserves better, and together we can move mountains. We need to get to work, because remember, if we all grow together, we actually grow. If we all take the pledge of non-violence, only then can we create a non-violent universe, a non-violent world, full of compassion, like I said, full of love, full of empathy. And like Nehru very rightly said, the only alternative to coexistence is co-destruction. And therefore, in this world, we need to coexist as empowered human beings and as empowered women and girls. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the leader with her message, together we can move mountains and we will. So you've seen the leader and now you will see who she leads. So from the same school, that is Delhi Public School, Chandigarh, we have the students of the school with an audio-visual treat for you to beckon you to be the change, and it is appropriately titled Be the Change. And I present to you the students of Delhi Public School.
शिरोधिनि वासिनि विष्णु विलासिनि जिष्णुनुते भगवति देशिति कण्ठ कुटुम्बिनि भूरि कुटुम्बिनि भूरि कृते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते वर्षिणि दुर्धरधर्षिणि दुर्मुखमर्षिणि हर्षरते त्रिभुवनपोषिणि शङ्करतोषिणि कल्मषमोषिणि घोषरते तनुजनिरोषिणि विधिसुतरोषिणि दुर्मदशोषिणि सिन्धुसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जगदम्ब मदम्ब कदम्ब वन प्रियवासिनि हासरते शिखरि शिरोमणि तुङ्ग हिमालय शृङ्ग निजालय मध्यगते मधु मधुरे मधुकैटभगञ्जिनि कैटभभञ्जिनि रासरसे जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
Get tak dum get tak dum get tak dilang da dilang deta har to deta dan deta dilang da tha 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 san nan to deta dan deta dilang da tha 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 da nan to deta dan deta dilang da tha 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 da.
Hello everyone, I am Samisha Taneja of Delhi Public School, Chandigarh, and today I am going to sing We Are the World. There comes a time when we hear a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying, oh, and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can go on, pretending day by day that someone, somewhere wants to make a change. We are all a part of God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making, we're saving our lives. It's true, make a better day, just you and me. Oh, send your heart, so they know that someone cares, and their lives will be stronger and free. As God has shown us by turning stone to bread, and so we all must lend a helping hand. When you're down and out, there seems no hope at all. But if you just believe, there's no way you can fall. Well, let us realize that a change can only come when we stand together as one. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making, we're saving our lives. It's true, make a better day, just you and me. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making, we're saving our lives. It's true, make a better day, just you and me.
मुट्ठी में कुछ सपने लेकर भर कर जेबों में आशाएं, दिल में है अरमान यही कुछ कर जाएं, कुछ कर जाएं। सूरज सा तेज नहीं मुझ में, दीपक सा जलता देखोगे। सूरज सा तेज नहीं मुझ में, दीपक सा जलता देखोगे। अपनी हद रोशन करने से तुम मुझको कब तक रोकोगे, तुम मुझको कब तक रोकोगे।
तभी इसको समझ नहीं आ रही थी बात। अभी ये हो जाएगा तो हमारे ये हो जाएगा और ये ये आपने ये हालत नहीं दिखाया था मैंने फादर ने किया था ये नंबर किसका है? हेलो यस सर सुन रहे हैं?
मम्मा मैं काम पे जा रही हूँ।
साड़ी मिलने की एक महिला जिसने अभी दहलीज से बस 2 कदम आगे पैर रखा था, क्यों निर्वस्त्र हो जाती?
तुम मेरी हो और तुम्हें मुझसे ही शादी करनी होगी।
मैं और तुमसे शादी कभी नहीं।
अगर तुम मेरी नहीं हुई तो किसी की भी नहीं। मैं तुम्हारा चेहरा तेजाब से ही बिगाड़ देता हूँ। ले।
तू खुद की खोज में निकल, तू किस लिए हताश है? तू चल, तेरे वजूद की समय को भी तलाश है, समय को भी तलाश है। जो तुझसे लिपटी बेड़ियां, समझ न इनको वस्त्र तू, ये बेड़ियां पिघाल के बना ले इनको शस्त्र तू। बना ले इनको शस्त्र तू। चरित्र जब पवित्र है तो क्यों है ये दशा तेरी? ये पापियों को हक नहीं कि लें परीक्षा तेरी। चुनर उड़ा के ध्वज बना गगन भी कपकपाएगा। अगर तेरी चुनर गिरी तो एक भूकंप आएगा। एक भूकंप आएगा तो एक भूकंप आएगा। एक भूकंप आएगा।
सर जो उठेगा धड़ से कटेगा, कहाँ पे छिपेगा कहाँ पे बचेगा। तो गिरेगा गिरा तो चिरेगा, छिपा तो मिलेगा मिला तो मारेगा। जाग भाग भाग बच सके तो बच ले आज। आंधी है ये ज़लज़ला है, पूरे जोर पर चला है। किस्म दम है जो लड़ा है, कौन रह सका खड़ा है। सबसे अटल सबसे प्रबल शस्त्र रचित रक्त चरित चरित रक्त 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 चरित। सबसे अटल सबसे प्रबल शस्त्र रचित रक्त चरित चरित रक्त चरित रक्त चरित रक्त चरित।
कोई कमजोर कहेगा तुझे तो कोई तुझे नाजुक बोलेगा, पर याद रख आज उंगली उठाने वाला कल हाथ जोड़ेगा। अब पीछे नहीं हटेंगे।
Hello everyone, I am Manav from Delhi Public School, Chandigarh. I shall be playing Dore Mi, the 7 notes which are used to make music all over the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Delhi Public School with their wonderful spectrum of arts being presented to you. I would like to thank Mrs. Reema Dhawan and her team for this wonderful performance, and we covered almost all the arts, from dance to music to painting to visual arts. Now we are going to move forward with another one of the best schools that we have around Chandigarh. This is the Government Model Senior Secondary School. They are presenting before you a group dance, and amidst that dance, we will also have a message from the principal of the school, Mrs. Seema Sharma. So now I'll be sharing with you the wonderful students and the leader.
नीर ना दो चाहे टहनी का आश्य छीन भीन कर डालो, पर पंखों को मत काटो, चैन से हमें उड़ लेने दो, चैन से हमें उड़ लेने दो।
फूल सी कोमल बेटियां जब किसी की गुलाम होगी, जुल्म व अत्याचार का शिकार होगी, तो स्वयं का नामो निशान मिटा लेंगी, सृष्टि चक्कर को हिला देगी। परिणाम, हाँ हाँ परिणाम, बेटियां रहेगी नहीं तो कमल कौन खिलाएगा, माँ बहन और बेटी का रिश्ता कौन निभाएगा। इसीलिए करबद्ध प्रार्थना है, इसीलिए करबद्ध प्रार्थना है, पंख दिए हैं ईश्वर ने तो उड़ने का हक मत छीनो, स्वप्न साकार करने दो, क्षितिज दे इस पार उस पार तक जाने दो, क्षितिज के इस पार से उस पार तक जाने दो। धन्यवाद।
Listen up now, listen to me, my girls and my family. Stronger in numbers, it's no wonder. Watch our world, watch and you'll see. There's no stopping us and our gang. Come back for you, like a boomerang. We fly so high, we fly together. We are a girl gang, like birds of a feather. We fly so high, we fly together. We are a girl gang, like birds of a feather. Time goes by, tick tock tick, can measure the moments with a click. Growing up, but not apart, this crew will always be my heart. Still no stopping us and our gang. Come back for ya, like a boomerang. We fly so high, we fly together. We are a girl gang, like birds of a feather. We fly so high, we fly together. We are a girl gang, like birds of a feather. Time goes by, tick tock tick, can measure the moments with a click. Growing up, but not apart, this crew will always be my heart. Still no stopping us and our gang. Come back for ya, like a boomerang. We fly so high, we fly.
We have another dance performance by the students of the same school, Dhanas, GMSS Dhanas.
समय साक्षी है, इतिहास गवाह है, प्रकृति की अमूल्य उपहार बेटियां सृष्टि की सृजन करता ही नहीं, बल्कि चंडी के रूप में दुष्ट का संहार करने का दम भी रखती है। फिर यह संसार उन्हें बोझ क्यों समझता है, आखिर क्यों? बेटियां तो बेटियां ही हैं, चाहे वो किसी देश, समाज या किसी धर्म की हो, वो किसी की गुलाम नहीं, किसी की मोहताज नहीं। उनका भी अपना जीवन और अपने सपने हैं। वो आजाद पंछी की तरह अपने दम पर उड़कर अपने सपनों को साकार करना चाहती है। उनकी मन की आवाज है, बेखौफ आजाद है जीना मुझे।
लंबी डगर है पर हिम्मत है संग, पाँव पे छाले हैं सांसें बुलंद, लड़ने चली हूँ आजादी की जंग। बेखौफ आजाद है जीना जंजीरें खा गई जंग, न्याय के मंदिर भी हो गए भंग। जमाना चले ना चले मेरे संग, लड़ने चली हूँ आजादी की जंग। बेखौफ आजाद है जीना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है रहना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है जीना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है रहना मुझे।
That was the young, tasty students from Dhanas. Yuvsatta is organizing this monthly webinar series where principals, teachers, and students, they come together to spread positivity, to promote positivity amid such challenging times. And one of the most prominent leaders of this initiative is Miss Kelly Pfeiffer from Australia. She is an innovator in distance learning. She is the head teacher, Futures Learning, Dubbo School, New South Wales, Australia. And she is trying to bring education to, I would say, the screen of one and all. And she sent us her message on peace, which I would like to share with you.
Hello, my name is Kelly Pfeiffer. I am co-founder of Voices of a Learning World, coming to you from Australia. As Afghanistan faces an escalating human rights crisis and humanitarian catastrophe, women and girls fear their lives and futures. The rights of Afghan women, youth, and other marginalized groups must be protected and preserved. I have the great advantage of receiving an education in a peaceful country. I have 2 young daughters of my own. I cannot begin to imagine what the women and girls of Afghanistan are enduring. When I was asked to record a message, I was unsure how to contribute to something I had never experienced. I want to thank the organisers of this cross-cultural global children's art fest 2021. These events create opportunities for people to have a voice to call on all involved to ensure respect for women's human rights and protect women and youth peace builders, human rights defenders, journalists and activists facing threats and violence. It is a way that people worldwide can create greater awareness of the urgent measures that must ensure that the rights, education and safety of Afghan women and girls are protected now and in the future. Please know that together we stand in solidarity with human rights defenders, community activists, and the communities they serve as we move towards the future. Carried by great hope for the girls of Afghanistan, they are an inspiration to us all. Thank you.
That was Kelly, and now what we have is her daughter presenting her choreographed dance all the way from Australia.
And I seem to find the
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Miranda telling us why walk when you can dance. So dance your way to peace. That's her message. Now we move on to St. Joseph's Senior Secondary School, Chandigarh, another very reputed school of Chandigarh. We have a cultural fest prepared by the students of this school. I'll take you straight to that cultural fest.
Them twist words like that, my dear. Being soft despite the difficulties you have experienced isn't the sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. All over the world, women have been compared to flowers, and how delicate and exquisite they can be. Even simpler, how pretty. But not a lot of them talk about the resiliency and the courage it took to brave out the rain, survive, and still have the pause to give you your breath.
दीवारें ऊंची हैं, गलियां हैं तंग, लंबी डगर है पर हिम्मत है संग, पाँवों पे छाले है सांसें बुलंद, लड़ने चली हूँ आजादी की जंग, बेखौफ आजाद है जीना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है रहना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है जीना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है रहना मुझे। चोटें हैं जिस्म पे मरहम उमंग, लाश नहीं हूँ मैं जिंदा पतंग, चोटें हैं जिस्म पे मरहम उमंग, लाश नहीं हूँ मैं जिंदा पतंग, दिल में उम्मीदें और खुशियों के रंग, हर आंसू बनेगा एक नई तरंग, बेखौफ आजाद है जीना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है रहना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है जीना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है रहना मुझे।
Continuous warmth to the region.
Today's youth sustain the power in themselves to raise and to cure the political, the social and the economic issues and bring the change they wish to see in the nation. The generations coming forth have the capabilities, the ideas, the strength and the knowledge to develop and implement innovations within all the sectors required for a balanced society. They are the roots of the economy on which a strong tree stands. And active and major participation could only unfold the hidden potential lying beneath the veils of stereotypes and prejudices.
मेरे सपनों का आशाओं का गला तुम कब तक घोटोगे? बहुत सहा उफ ना किया, चीखा भी नहीं घुट घुट के जिया। चीखे अब आवाज बनी है, इस आवाज को कैसे रोकोगे? आक्रोश हूं मैं युवा का, तुम मुझको कैसे रोकोगे? तुम मुझको कैसे रोकोगे?
अगर ऊंचा उड़ना है तो परों को खोल कर रख, अपने जज्बों को आशाओं से तोल कर रख। अभी आगाज है तेरा, बहुत कुछ सीखना है, कमर कसनी अभी बाकी, मुट्ठी को बीचना है।
हम युवा है, युवा शक्ति को बढ़ाएंगे,
अपनी मेहनत के दम पर अपनी पहचान बनाएंगे।
नशे की लत में युवा पीढ़ी फंसी हुई है, जीवन की गति कहीं रुकी हुई है। हम सबको मिलकर इस नशे की लत को मिटाना है। युवा है, युवा शक्ति से देश को आगे बढ़ाना है।
ले भाई।
अरे यार आज के लिए बहुत है।
अरे पी ले भाई पी ले। और सुना, भाभी जी और विद्या बेटी का क्या हाल है?
अरे ठीक है यार दोनों। विद्या का थोड़े दिन पहले रिजल्ट आया था, कुछ 92-93% आए हैं। अब उसी के एडमिशन के लिए अगले हफ्ते दोबारा जाना है।
एडमिशन? तूने अभी तक उसकी पढ़ाई नहीं छुड़वाई?
अरे भाई छुड़वानी क्यों है?
अरे तेरे को नहीं पता, जितना भी इनको पढ़ाओ ये उतना ही बिगड़ती जाती हैं।
तो भाई अब मैं क्या करूं?
मेरी मान तो उसको पढ़ाई से हटवा के घर के काम में लगवा।
यार बात तो तेरी ठीक है, मैं सोचता हूँ इसके बारे में।
नारी सशक्तिकरण का आगाज करना पड़ेगा, नारी को अपने हक के लिए लड़ना पड़ेगा। अगर युवा पीढ़ी अपना कदम से कदम मिलाएगी तभी नारी अपने हक के प्रति सचेत हो पाएगी।
हमारी मांगें पूरी होने चाहिए, जैसे कि आप लोगों के यहाँ पे घर है, आप लोग सेफ हो, बट हम में से बहुत से ऐसे लोग हैं जो अपना सब कुछ छोड़ के यहाँ पे आए हुए हैं सिर्फ इसलिए कि हमें भी एटलीस्ट हमारे फ्यूचर भी सेफ हो जाए, हमें ये पता चले कि हम किस ओर जा रहे हैं। आई एम ए जर्नलिस्ट, बट मैं यहाँ पे काम नहीं करती, मैं घर में हूँ, मेरे ऊपर मेरी फैमिली की सारे वो प्रॉब्लम्स है।
माँ आपने देखा क्या? माँ ये अफगानिस्तान की लड़की है जो अपने हक के लिए लड़ रही है। मैं भी इसी की तरह पढ़ लिख कर अपने हक के लिए लड़ूंगी।
हाँ हाँ बेटा, तुम पढ़ना और अपने सारे सपनों को पूरा करना, तुम मेरे जैसी मत बनना। हे भगवान, ये आदमी फिर से पीकर आ गया, इसने तो मेरी जिंदगी नर्क बना कर रख दी है।
अरे एक गिलास पानी ला चुपचाप।
पापा अब तो मेरे इतने अच्छे नंबर आ गए, अब तो मेरे जूनियर कॉलेज में एडमिशन करा दो।
मेरी बात कान खोल के सुन ले, कोई एडमिशन नहीं होगी। आज से वो रसोई ही तेरा स्कूल है और वही तेरी पढ़ाई, समझी?
पर पापा मैं पढ़ लिख कर अपने पैरों पर खड़े होना चाहती हूँ।
बाप के सामने जुबान लगाती है।
छोड़ो उसे, विद्या जाओ तुम उस कमरे में। जो मेरे साथ हुआ वो मैं अपनी बेटी के साथ कभी नहीं होने दूंगी। अगर मेरे माँ बाप ने मुझे शिक्षा दी होती और आज मैं शिक्षित होती तो तुम्हारी पैर की जूती के बराबर ना होती।
अरे तू मेरी बात समझ क्यों नहीं रही? तो अपने हाथों से उसे बिगाड़ रही है।
नहीं पापा, मैं पढ़ लिख कर आपका भी सम्मान ऊंचा करूंगी और दूसरों के लिए एक उदाहरण प्रस्तुत करूंगी।
बेटी तुमने तो मेरी आंखें खोल दी। मैं जान गया कि मुझे किसी और की बातों पर ध्यान नहीं देना चाहिए, बल्कि तुम्हारी काबिलियत को पहचानना चाहिए। इस शराब के कारण कितने घर टूटते हैं ये आज मैं खुद जान गया। बेटी आज के बाद मैं कभी शराब नहीं पीऊंगा और तुम पढ़ो और अपना नाम रोशन करो।
जिस तरह आज इस पिता की सोच बदली है, मैं चाहती हूँ देश के हर पिता की सोच बदले।
ईमानदारी का सूरज हर रोज ढलता है, ईमानदार आदमी भ्रष्टाचार की कड़ाही में जलता है। अरे साहिब, इस देश में तो सब कुछ चलता है।
सर फाइल।
अरे हाँ दीजिए।
सर इंटरव्यू के लिए कब आना है?
अरे इंटरव्यू के लिए तो तब आओगे ना जब तुम्हारी फाइल आगे बढ़ेगी।
और फाइल कब आगे बढ़ेगी?
अगर फाइल की गाड़ी को आगे बढ़ाना है तो उसमें तो पेट्रोल तो लगेगा ना।
अरे वो भाई साहब, हमारा जेठ हवलदार है, हवलदार।
मेरा सारा डीएसपी है, डीएसपी।
1000 निकालो, 2000।
अरे ना 1000 ना 2000। आप अपना काम कीजिए चुपचाप। अपनी मेहनत से यहाँ तक आए हैं, किसी की सिफारिश से नहीं।
अरे नहीं करूंगा। क्या कर लोगे?
क्या कर लोगे? अरे देखो भाई देखो, ये आदमी शरेआम रिश्वत मांग रहा है, रिश्वत।
अरे भाई साहब अपना चेहरा तो दिखाइए।
किसी बाधा से नहीं रुकेंगे, अन्याय के सामने नहीं झुकेंगे। भ्रष्टाचार, भेदभाव, बेरोजगारी, हर दुख बदलेंगे। हम नई पीढ़ी है साहेब, हम ही देश का रुख बदलेंगे। हम ही देश का रुख बदलेंगे।
प्रश्न पूछ बैठी वो माँ से, दुर्गा माँ भी तो स्त्री है। फिर मेरे रक्त श्राप पे मेरी दादी क्यों मुँह सिकोड़ती है, क्यों मुँह सिकोड़ती है, क्यों मुँह सिकोड़ती।
अरे भौरिया, तुम्हें जोर नहीं है क्या? थोड़ी जोर से दबाओ।
माँ मुझे बहुत अजीब लग रहा है माँ, मुझे डर लग रहा है।
अरे क्या हुआ तुम्हें?
वहाँ पर खून आ रहा है माँ।
अरे अरे बैठो 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 माँ, इसमें डरने की कोई बात नहीं है। ये हर लड़की के साथ होता है और हर लड़की को हर महीने ये 5 दिन आते हैं। इसे महीना कहते हैं। मैं तुम्हें कपड़ा लाकर दूंगी, तुम वो लगाना, बस तुम कहीं इधर उधर मत जाना।
वहाँ पर कपड़े से तो इन्फेक्शन हो जाएगी।
अरे इन्फेक्शन की चिंता मत करो, हम तो शुरू से ही कपड़ा लगाते हैं।
ए भौरिया, इसको मंदिर में मत आने देना, नहीं तो अपशगुन हो जाएगा, पता है ना?
हाँ, और तुम मंदिर में भी मत जाना, बस तुम अपने कमरे में बैठी रहना।
नमस्ते दादी जी, नमस्ते भाभी जी। अरे मुन्नी, क्या हुआ? आज बड़ी शांत हो, ऐसे तो बहुत बोलती हो। क्या हुआ भाभी जी इसे?
मुन्नी को महीना आया है, इसलिए शांत बैठी है।
आपने इसे पैड वगैरह दिया कि नहीं?
नहीं, पैड तो नहीं दिया हमने, तो इसे कपड़ा दिया था। हम तो शुरू से ही वही लगाते हैं।
अरे आप जानते नहीं, इससे इन्फेक्शन हो सकता है और कई बार तो महिलाओं की मौत भी हो जाती है।
अरे सच में?
हाँ, याद नहीं पिछले साल रमेश की बीवी कितनी बीमार थी, जानती है? उसे इसी कपड़े के इस्तेमाल के कारण कैंसर हो गया था।
लेकिन ये पैड मिलता कहाँ से है?
अरे किसी भी केमिस्ट की दुकान पे आपको ये आसानी से मिल जाएगा।
फिर तो मैं आज ही अपनी बेटी को पैड ला कर दूंगी और उसकी सुरक्षा का पूरा ख्याल रखूंगी।
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने।
अरे सारे शांत क्यों हो गए हो? तुम्हें नहीं पता हमें इस बारे में स्कूल में भी शिक्षा दी जाती है।
बिल्कुल सही कहा, इस बारे में सबको सचेत करना चाहिए।
हम इंडिया के यूथ अपनी शक्ति को पहचान गए, युवा शक्ति को समझकर अपना भविष्य जान गए। हम आने वाले कल का सूरज हैं, बदलते समय की बदलती मूरत हैं।
भ्रष्टाचार को हटाकर ईमानदारी का झंडा लहराएंगे। हम कसम खाते हैं ना रिश्वत देंगे ना रिश्वत लेंगे।
अपनी मेहनत के दम पर अपने हक के लिए लड़ेंगे।
हर मुद्दे का दुनिया में खुलकर प्रचार करेंगे, चाहे लड़का हो या लड़की, हर एक के अधिकार के लिए लड़ेंगे।
हम अपनी जिम्मेदारियों को अच्छे से निभाएंगे।
हम मिलकर अपनी देश से भ्रष्टाचार को हटाएंगे।
हम यूथ हैं, अपने विचारों को खुलकर शेयर करेंगे। इस देश की तरक्की के लिए जो भी करना पड़े हम करेंगे।
हो रही पीड़ा सीने से निकलनी चाहिए, इस हिमालय से भी कोई गंगा निकलनी चाहिए। तेरे सीने से नहीं तो मेरे सीने से सही, हो कहीं तो आग लेकिन आग जलनी चाहिए। हो विजय, युवा शक्ति की हो विजय, युवा शक्ति की हो विजय।
युवा वही है जो अनिति से लड़ता है, जो काल की चाल को बदलता है, जो प्रेरक इतिहास रचता है। मेहनत करने वालों की सफलता पक्की होती है, युवाओं के हाथ में ही देश की तरक्की होती है।
Oh woman, how divine your mission is. The hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world. Remember, woman, you were born as a life giver, a miracle creator and a magic maker. A woman with a book and a pen has the power to move the nations. A woman with a mind and a voice has the power to change the world. Hello everyone, thank you for having me. I would like to convey my wholehearted greetings. My name is Purnima Luthra, pursuing +1 Humanities from St. Joseph Senior Secondary School. And today we'll be representing you some mesmerizing paintings by our fellow mates Vanshika, Gurnoor, Kumud, Twinkie, Ruchika, Vasundhara, Jasmine, Mamtakshi, Arshdi and myself. I'm going to be sharing this platform to express my views about the cross-cultural Global Children's Art Fest 2021 based on the theme, We Shall Overcome. I raise up my voice not so that I can shout, but so that those without a voice
can be heard. We cannot all succeed when half of us are held back. We need women at all levels, including the top, to change the dynamic, to reshape the conversation, to make sure that women's voices are heard and heeded, but not overlooked and ignored. It seems to be a privilege to me to be born in a country where women were born with the fire of queens and conquerors, where they bleed their warrior's blood. Living in this nation, where women like Jhansi ki Rani, Durga Mata, Parvati and many more have marked our history, gives me unconditional pride each and every day. So why do we hesitate today to value the women the same way? Why do we when we have the courage to appreciate them, then why not to contribute? The whole world will grow and flourish when people like you and people like me will take a stand against these wrongdoings. This Art Fest has provided us with a podium for the things that can be demonstrated with colors and shapes and that cannot be said with words. So now I'll be illustrating some of the marvelous paintings made by the students of St. Joseph's in the Art Alive painting sessions. They say the aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. With the help of these paintings, it feels like art has the power to transform, to illuminate, to educate, inspire, and motivate the whole world. The more I've spoken about feminism, the more I have realized that fighting for women's rights is right because women have to be afforded the same respect as men all around the world. If men don't have to control, women don't have to be controlled. If we need to liberate women, we need to liberate men first. So it's high time that we all perceive gender on a spectrum instead of two sets of opposing ideals. So yes, we the youth of today would do anything and everything to make this earth a better place to live with dignity, peace and harmony. Because it's time that I say, we don't have to build the future for the youth. We have to build the youth for the future. Thank you.
And today with this piece of art, I am going to tell that the theme of this art is women's right. It means a great deal to those who are oppressed to know that they are not alone. Never let anyone tell you that what you are doing is insignificant.
My name is Rachna. The theme of my painting is self-confidence. You gain courage, confidence by every new experience in your life, by which you really stop to feel the fear in the face. The definition of woman in 21st century is taking challenges and conquering them. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Gurukul Kaur. The theme of my painting is We Are Enough. My painting illustrates that whenever a woman stands up for herself without even knowing it and even possibly without claiming it, she is standing up for all the women in the world. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Khushi and the theme of my painting is music. I stand for solidarity with the girls of Afghan in supporting art and culture, which includes music. Thank you.
Hello, I represent Jasmine. The painting's theme is discrimination. It is high time that we realize that we have begun to raise daughters more like sons, but few have the guts to fight this evil. Thank you. Now fold it diagonally from the two ends respectively and open it to form the lines. Curve two ends inside to touch the center and open it to form the lines. Open the curve. Now completely fold the diagonal and then half fold it from the side. Now fold from the outer end to form the V. Open the fold and then bend the base inside to form the lines. Fold the V inside from other ends and then bend from the center line. Fold the back inside. Now fold the downwards flap upwards to form the wings. Fold the front part. Fold downward comes inside to give it an attractive look.
Ladies and gentlemen, that were the what should I say, articulate and very creative students of St. Joseph's School. Now we move on to yet another wonderful school of Chandigarh called Gurukul Global School. We have their principal, Mrs. Neena Pandey, with her message on peace. Let me share with you her message.
Hello everyone. I'm fortunate enough to get this opportunity to express my views on this platform today. So, what is empowerment? What is feminism? With many studies and movements, each discerning their own version, I often see people confused and carry a wrong idea. Let me share a version of Sara Ahmed which I ascribe to. Feminism means being attentive to power relations at home and at work, being willing to challenge abuses of power, being willing to support those who are challenging abuses of power. You would agree, today the new developments in our neighboring country of Afghanistan are particularly distressing. It sets back 2 decades of gradual progress and gains made by Afghani women and children. By letting them refuse education to girls, we are again allowing an oppressive power dynamic to take shape, which might take decades to break free. To bar women from working as equals in an ever-expanding horizon is akin to making the country poorer. Quite literally, not allowing employment to educated female workers not only robs women of their rights, but also the nation of any chance to prosper. With 1.5 population never being considered for employment, no country can hope to move forward. We cannot be insular to news of women being oppressed, being forced back in the patriarchal abuse of power, and again being left defenseless and dependent on other sects. These ideas that objectify women and try to possess, control and restrict them in the name of protection and purity are aggressive, feudal and quite honestly, in my opinion, repulsive. The dawn of the 21st century is already here. Now it is time to look ahead and not to be beholden to primitive ideas of tribes and kin. Today, in our global world, it would be highly inward-looking not to come up and criticize this new and regressive development in Afghanistan. We as citizens of Earth and children of humanity must raise our voices in support and solidarity with our Afghan returns. Remember, the future has to be inclusive, diverse and progressive. Thank you.
From the same school, Gurukul Global School, we have the students presenting a cultural fiesta for you.
छोटी सी आशा मस्ती भरे मन की भोली सी आशा चांद तारों को छूने की आशा आसमानों में उड़ने की आशा दिल ही छोटा सा छोटी सी आशा मस्ती भरे मन की भोली सी आशा चांद तारों को छूने की आशा आसमानों में उड़ने की आशा दिल ही छोटा सा छोटी सी आशा
मिलती है जहाँ खुशियाँ परियों के भेस में, परियों के भेस में।
आंख खुली आजाद सी में, आजादी में जंजीरें क्यों? मेरे भी कुछ सपने थे, बेदर्दी से तोड़े क्यों?
दिन चढ़ता है माई, डर लगता है माई। दिन चढ़ता है माई, डर लगता है माई। काले घर में जाके छुप जाता है माई। रात आए तो रात से डरती हूँ, रात आए तो रात से डरती हूँ। अरे माई रे।
जो तुझसे लिपटी बेड़ियां, समझ न इनको वस्त्र तू। ये बेड़ियां पिघाल के बना ले इनको शस्त्र तू। चरित्र जब पवित्र है तो क्यों है ये दशा तेरी? ये पापियों को हक नहीं कि लें परीक्षा तेरी। चुनर उड़ा के ध्वज बना, गगन भी कपकपाएगा। अगर तेरी चुनर गिरी तो एक भूकंप आएगा।
आज से अब से आन मेरी, मैं तुमको ना छूने दूंगी। जान को चाहे छलनी कर दो, मान को ना छूने दूंगी। छू के देखो दिल मेरा, तुम्हें दिल में अपने भर लूंगी। पर छेड़ के देखो तुम मुझको, मैं तुमको नहीं छोड़ूंगी। मैं तुमको नहीं छोड़ूंगी। स्कर्टी साड़ी रात दोपहरी, डर डर के नहीं चलूंगी। कैंडल जला के सैंडल दिखा के, मर मर के नहीं चलूंगी। कदम मिला के देखो तो मैं साथ में तेरे चल दूंगी। पर छेड़ के देखो तुम मुझको, मैं तुमको नहीं छोड़ूंगी। मैं तुमको नहीं छोड़ूंगी। तुमको नहीं छोड़ूंगी।
दिल है छोटा सा, छोटी सी आशा, मस्ती भरे मन की भोली सी आशा। चांद तारों को छूने की आशा, आसमानों में उड़ने की आशा। दिल है छोटा सा, छोटी सी आशा, मस्ती भरे मन की भोली सी आशा।
Ladies and gentlemen, that were the very young, bright girls from Gurukul Global School. Next up, we have two very amazing schools of Chandigarh, my alma mater, and the other is my sister's alma mater. I can see Nandita ma'am from Sacred Heart. What an amazing day, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
She was my class teacher in class 7. And I remember each and every word that she's taught to me, each and every comment that she's made about my homework. That's when you realize the power of an educator and the power of such a wonderful educator, ma'am. Kudos to you.
Thank you
so much.
God bless you. God bless you, Priti. God bless you, Priti.
Thank you, ma'am. So up next, we have Sister Maria Swati, she's the principal of Carmel Convent School, Jammu, and she's here with her message on peace. And I'll be sharing my screen to take you straight to her message.
Good afternoon. I'm Sister Maria Swati, Principal, Carmel Convent School, Jammu. It is my great honor to attend this event to share with you the impressions and hopes of the International Day of Peace. I would like to express my gratitude to the organizers of Cross-Cultural Global Children's Art Fest for inviting me to attend this important event. Special thanks to Mr. Pramod Sharma for his untiring work in spreading peace globally. Thank you for making me a part of this event. Each year, International Day of Peace is observed around the world on 21st September. The UN General Assembly has declared this as a day devoted to strengthening the ideals of peace through observing 24 hours of non-violence and ceasefire. In 2021, as we heal from COVID-19 pandemic, we are inspired to think creatively and collectively how to help everyone recover better, how to build resilience, how to transform our world into one that is more equal, more just, equitable, inclusive, sustainable, and healthier. Today, as a number of violent conflicts still continue in different parts of the world, it is time to renew our efforts to stop the tragedy of war and conflict. Peace can be built only through action and not just with passivity. We shall overcome. The theme for the International Day of Peace is recovering better for an equitable and sustainable world. With this, I would like to encourage each one of you to join the efforts of bringing peace as we focus on recovering better for a more equitable and peaceful world. Celebrate peace by standing up against acts of hate online and offline, and by spreading compassion, kindness, and hope in the face of the pandemic and the recovery process. I end with a quote by Dalai Lama: "Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace."
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We
When you try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get what you want, but not what you need. When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep. It reverse, and the tears come rolling down your face. Could it be worse? Lights will guide your bone and ignite your soul, and I will try to fix you. High up above or down below, when you do your love to let it go. But if you never try, you will never know just what you're worth. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. When you try your best but you can't succeed. When you get what you want but not what you need. When you feel so tired but you can't sleep. Stuck in reverse, and the tears come rolling down your face. Could it be worse? Lights will guide your bone and ignite your soul, and I will try to fix you. If I could write a magic song that everyone could sing,
I would write of love, of hope and joy, and things that peace could bring. And when we sang my magic song, all heat and war would cease. If I could write a magic song, I'd write a song of peace. One song for all of us, for all of us. One song could bring us peace. One song could make a miracle for all of us, a song of peace.
Good evening everyone, I'm Kadeshim of class 4th and today I will sing song Light a Candle for Peace. For peace, light a candle for love. Light a candle that shines all the way around the world. Light a candle for me, light a candle for you. That I wish for world peace will one day come true. Light a candle for love, light a candle that shines all the way around the world. Light a candle for me, light a candle for you. That our wish for world peace will one day come true. Sing peace around the world. 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 Candle for peace, light a candle for love. Light a candle that shines all the way around the world. Light a candle for me, light a candle for you. That our wish for world peace will one day come true. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that were the students of Carmel Convent beckoning you to light a candle. Let's make a wish together. Up next, we have Sacred Heart Senior Secondary School, my alma mater, as I told. Before I move on to Sister Aarti's message, the principal of the school, let me tell you something about her. Way back when I was in the school, when I was studying, and before my investiture ceremony, Sister Aarti and Sister Sebastiana, they asked me, Kriti, who's a leader? She asked me, do you know who a leader is? And I just nodded, hoping that she would speak on. And she told me, a leader is the one who knows the way, who shows the way, and who goes the way. So now let me take you to the corridors of my school where my leader stands, the leader who knows the way, who shows the way, but the leader who has been walking on that way for a long, long time now. So let me just share my screen to take you to the corridors of my school.
Greetings of peace to all of you. True peace is not the absence of war. It is presence of justice. Today, where on one hand, countries have constitutions, citizens have rights, and there are international bodies in place to ensure that the world lives in brotherhood. And the threat of war does not cause sleepless nights. On the other hand, we still build stronger and higher barriers, direct a major chunk of the country's budget towards defense, and spend endless money to buy weapons of destruction. This means that the purest form of peace is yet to come our way, and we have a long way to go before we can relish peace as God meant it to be. Till the whole world does not get the chance to live free and live in peace, we have to persevere. Today, I speak of the women and girls of Afghanistan who have lived in the shadow of fear, trauma, exploitation, and violence for decades, who have been deprived of basic rights and have languished in darkness of illiteracy and poverty, resulting from the repeated turmoil their country has faced. Like rag dolls, they have been tossed from one hand to the other, each promising them better times and each doing exactly what the others were, suppressing them, exploiting them, hurting them, and forcing them to live a sad, despondent life. Promises are being made to them today also, but till the time the world does not come together, till the time they are not given education and the right to earn their livelihood, all promises are just empty words. It is not only their struggle, it is our struggle as well. They have been fundamental in shaping the history of their nation, and it is essential that their hard-won rights are protected. We extend our support and promise to do our bit to ensure that peace comes in the real sense to every human being, every man, woman, and child in this world. Only then it is justice. Only then it is true peace. May God's peace prevail in our hearts and in the world.
That was Sister Aarti with her commitment to the promise of education. We are now going to... We are now moving on to a performance by my juniors, I'd like to call them.
One day, I realized that I was fierce and strong and that not even I could hold myself back because my passion burned brighter than my fire. A lot of you might be wondering, who am I? Well, I'm a girl of today. A girl who wishes to feel a sense of security when walking down the streets, who doesn't want to feel being under the constant scrutiny for every word and action of hers, who wants to prove to the world that women are equal to men. Not better, not worse, but equal. But I'm also a strong woman. A woman who doesn't feel sorry for herself or let people mistreat her. I don't let people dictate me or bring me down. I fall, but to rise better and stronger. Because I am a survivor, a warrior, not a victim. In the end, I would like to let all the strong girls listening to me never apologize for being you and never apologize for being powerful.
Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I have oil wells pumping in my room, just like the sun and the moon, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high. Still I rise, still I rise. Hi, I am today's girl who wishes to rise but harbors the fear while stepping out alone, wearing short dress late at night, which may signal wrongly assumed invitation, always under a scanner that I will be judged by this society. My name is Navya. I'm from Sacred Heart Senior Secondary School, Chandigarh, and I am going to present my song Bake Off. I hope you all like it. रीति की जंजीरें खा गई जंग, न्याय के मंदिर भी हो गए भंग, जमाना चले ना चले मेरे संग, बोलूंगी हल्ला आवाज दबंग, बेखौफ आजाद है कहना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है रहना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है जीना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है रहना मुझे, छोटे जिस्म पर मरहम उमंग, लाश नहीं हो मन जिंदा पतंग, दिल में उम्मीदें और खुशियों के रंग, हर आंसू बनेगा एक नई तरंग, बेखौफ आजाद है कहना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है बहना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है रहना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है रहना मुझे, दीवारें ऊंची है गलियां है तंग, लंबी डगर है पर हिम्मत है संग, पाँव बिछा ले है सांसें बुलंद, लड़ने चली हूँ आजादी की जंग.
मीठी मीठी सी ये मुनिया सर पे डाले है ये चुनिया क्यों, हाँ क्यों, हो सोनी सोनी सी कुड़ी नु मौज में रहने देना दुनिया क्यों, हाँ दुनिया क्यों, है कितनी शानदार कुड़ी ये कर देगी कमाल, इसे झूमने दे अपनी बीत दे, कुड़ी नु नचने दे, हाँ नचने दे, तू आज लगाने दे ठुमके, हाँ चमके, कुड़ी नु नचने दे.
Ladies and gentlemen, those were the messengers of peace from Sacred Heart Senior Secondary School. On a side note, Nandita ma'am, when they were dancing and when they were singing, the choir girls, pink was bursting in my veins. Yes, Kriti. Moving ahead with the schedule, we have our friends from Indonesia with their social enterprise called Sociopreneur. It's a social enterprise that focuses on social innovation, that focuses on entrepreneurship and education. And for that, let me invite Clarissa and Nicholas. I'm going to make you co-hosts. Clarissa, if you're here, let me just add you as a co-host so that you can.
I'm here, Sister Kriti.
Great, Clarissa is here. I would also make Nicholas, if I'm not wrong, the co-host.
Yeah, Nicholas' name here is Jono, your
Okay.
friendly friend.
I'll just find that.
Okay.
Clarissa, could you please tell me the name again because it's not visible on my. Could you make him the co-host? You also can do that.
Okay. I think I haven't become the co-host. You give the co-host to Christian, I think. Yeah.
My bad.
Okay. Anyway, Christian is also part of Sociopreneur.ID.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, I will give Jono the co-host access as well.
Okay, I can see Jono. Is it Jono? J-O-N-O?
Yes, yeah.
I'll make him
J-O-N-O. Yeah.
Done.
Okay.
Over to you, Clarissa.
Okay, thank you so much, Sister Kriti, and thank you so much, everyone, for having us. We're from Sociopreneur Indonesia, and it is an honor for us to be here. So today we are going to share about what we're doing in Indonesia in regards of the International Day of Peace. But before we proceed to our activity, we would like you to hear some forewords from our founder, Sister Desi. So let me share the screen. All right, wait a minute. I haven't shared the sound, so let me share it again. Okay, so.
Hello there, I hope you are doing well. I'm Desi from Sociopreneur Indonesia. The pen pal for peace aims to show your love to the world, not only to other people, but also to other creators. We can create peace, but it has to start from ourselves. Be present, live in harmony, embrace the differences, see the world with wide open eyes. Never look down on anybody, let's embrace diversity. Everyone is unique, so you are. Share love, give one of your smiles to others without it. So together we can make a better world from today. Let's do it and make it part of our daily life. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. That was Sister Desi. She was the founder of Sociopreneur Indonesia, and she could not be here, but she really wanted me to send her regards to all of the friends here, all of our new friends here from India. We have seen such beautiful performances by students, and in this session, we would like to have fun with all of you. So I think it is best if everyone can turn on the camera, because this will be an interactive session. We will ask a lot of questions. And yeah, there are also activities and conversations that I would like to have with the audience. So it would be nice if all of you can turn your camera on. You can see, so we can get more closer. I can see Brother Ajat now. Hello, brother. And then, yeah, beautiful faces. Refreshing one for the International Day of Peace. So yeah, moving on. Well, we won't take a lot of time, but I hope this session will be a refreshing session for all, as it is to open and extend the friendship, because peace for us means also start with friendship. So that's why we create Pen Pal for Peace. Anyone can be friends by leaving each other messages, not only to those around us, but also to other creatures, so to plants and animals. And we're going to do it here, but I'm not going to do this session alone. I have my friend here. So meet Jono. Hello, Jono.
Hello, Clarissa. Hello, everyone. My name is Jono, and I'm will be accompanying Lester Clarissa today.
Yes, Jono, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, thank you. How is everyone?
How is everyone? You can unmute yourself, or maybe you can type down in the comment section.
We are doing
Yes,
great.
you
Jono,
can
even
answer.
better now that you've joined us.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That's
Yeah, that's
very, very
amazing.
wonderful and
Yeah,
very good to hear. It's so good to hear that everyone here is doing good.
Yeah, I think I'm seeing chats now. Hi, Jono, from everyone. So,
Hello.
Jono, maybe you can introduce yourself to the audience.
My name is Jono. So you can see in the screen, it's written, my name is Jono and I'm from Indonesia. So nice to meet everyone. Namaste. And a little bit of introduction about my name. And I want to ask you, everyone right here. My name, Jono, means hard work. My mother wants me to become successful by working hard and helping others. So my mother gave me name Jono. Now I want to ask my friends here, what does your name mean? Do you know what your name means? You can share with me in the comment section, or you can just turn off your mic.
So good to hear that from Jono. So Jono means hard work, yeah. So what kind of work that your mother asked you to do, Jono? Just for out of my curiosity.
Well, she asked me to work hard and help others. So my name is Jono. I live by my name. And I'm seeing my friends are commenting in the comment section.
Yeah.
Fancy, sorry if I pronounce it wrong, means her name means God. Wow, that's wonderful.
Wow, wonderful.
Diksha, it means giving knowledge to someone. Amazing.
Amazing.
Hajat Saru means whose enemy not yet born. Wow, amazing, I guess.
We need to dwell much
Sanvi
on that.
means Goddess Parvati. Okay.
Oh, so many
Wonderful name, everybody.
Vida
Wonderful.
means life. Grace means mercy. Wonderful.
Yes, it's very wonderful to learn that every of our name is meaningful and hopefully we can live up to our name.
Yeah. And also by knowing this, we can share a lot of things on how to support each other from different countries. Different name has different meanings, but hopeful goals, right, Jono?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're moving on. Let's have an imaginary time right now. I want you all to imagine that you are in a special plane with Jono. So
with me?
Yeah, just imagine this is Jono and this plane is created for you and Jono. And Jono wants to take you somewhere. Do you want to travel with Jono?
Yes or no? I hope for yes.
Yes, you just said yes.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you. So now that we have known each other, we have known each other's names, we have known each other's meaning of name, I want to ask you all to let's travel with me to Indonesia.
Yay!
Where are we going, Clarissa?
To your homeland, Indonesia. Where do you want to take
Yeah.
us to?
Let's see where the plane takes us. So let's start.
Yeah, shall we start? So can you tell where Indonesia is?
I'm pointing my finger in the screen.
Yeah, so we are on the red pinpoint.
Yeah, so we are right here in India. Yes, my friends, we are right here in India. It says in the pinpoint, you are here.
Yeah.
So I would like to welcome you all. We are in the plane and then we are flying to Indonesia. Let's fly, Clarissa.
Yeah, we're flying already to Indonesia. That's where the plane lands. Okay, so it's pretty near to India. It's actually pretty near. How many of you have visited Indonesia before?
Raise your hand.
Oh,
perhaps.
Divyanshi has
Oh,
not visited Indonesia. So, Vida,
Brad Ajat has not been yet to Indonesia. We can
have
take
you
you
visited?
somewhere here anytime,
Yeah.
perhaps after the pandemic ends.
Yeah, we only have minutes here, so we only gonna show the brief about Indonesia. But we are hoping that after this session, if you want to come to Indonesia, you can come to us, and then we take you around. So yeah, um, we are landing in Indonesia. So welcome to Indonesia. How do you say welcome in Indonesia, Jono?
Selamat datang.
Selamat datang. So welcome to Indonesia. Selamat datang di Indonesia. Now,
A warm welcome.
we are taking you to see the beauty of sceneries in Indonesia. Ta-da!
Wow, so
Are some of the
beautiful.
sceneries. Yeah, right, Jono? The right one is in Bali, and the left one is in Bali, and the right one is in West Sumatra, where I was born. So this is the scenery that you will find in Indonesia. A lot of rice fields, and then a lot of beautiful cliffs, and you can find friendly people in the local spots. And not only the scenery of the nature, but you will also meet this. Have you seen orangutan and anggrek? Anggrek is a flower that is only found in Indonesia. And also, orangutan is the endemic animal that can only be found in Indonesia. But
I live near orangutan, Clarissa. I live
where
near
do you live,
orangutan.
Jono? Where do you live, Jono?
Borneo. I live in Borneo. I live in the land of Borneo. So we have a lot of orangutans.
Okay. Have you ever met orangutan before?
Yes, they call me also Jono.
So you talk with them, but they are also
Yes.
almost extinct right now, right, Jono? Sadly.
Yes, that's the sad part.
Yeah, so that's why we're here. We're here to create friendship with everything, the nature, the animals, the people, and then the plants that is going to extinct, so we can all take care of each other. So that's why we're taking you to Indonesia to explore more about the beauty of our nation. They can speak, yeah, they can speak to Jono only. Jono understand the language of animals.
And plants, of course. I understand.
plants.
They also call me Jono.
Yeah. You're not only talking to orangutan, right? But also to another
Yes.
creatures.
The orangutan and flower call me Jono, but the people around me call me crazy. But of course, this is only a joke.
Yeah, it's only a joke. But yeah, thank you, Jono. But well, it won't be interesting if we just explore the nature by ourselves, right? We're in Indonesia already. Why not we make some new friends? We have met this beautiful scenery, the rice fields, and then we have seen orangutan, and then we have known the specific flowers that only grow in Indonesia. Why not we're making friends too? We have met other children in here. So if you meet new friends from Indonesia, what would you say to them? How do you say if you want to make new friends, Jono, in Indonesia? Can we practice some of that things?
Yes, perhaps we can practice some bahasa, which means language, in Indonesia before we meet some new friends in Indonesia. How about that, Clarissa and my friends here?
Is that a yes? Okay, we can proceed. So let's chat. You go first, Jono.
Hello.
Hello,
Which so this word means hello in Bahasa. You can practice it in your home as well to learn this Bahasa. So I'm calling Clarissa. Hello, Clarissa.
Hello, Jono. So that's how you greet people in Indonesia. And then if you want to ask them how they are doing, you can say apa kabar. So apa kabar, Jono? It means how are you doing, Jono?
And then what I will answer is baik, terima kasih. Kamu, which means I am fine, thank you. And you?
So I'm
So,
fine. Yeah. I'm
yeah,
fine is
I'm going.
baik, right, Jono?
Yeah, so I'm going to say it once more. Baik, terima kasih Clarissa. Bagaimana dengan kamu?
Yeah, that's the same meaning. I'm fine, thank you. Terima kasih is thank you, and you, it means they are asking back. And then you can reply, I'm fine, kabarku baik. And then you can ask them to be friends with you by saying, mari berteman, let's be friends. So that's how you create friendship in Indonesia. So next time, if you visit Indonesia and then you want to make some friends, you can try to say these words. So this is what we're doing in Penpol for Peace. We're gathering children from elementary school to the senior high school level to create a message of peace, a message of friendship to friends in other countries. And you can also practice it in your site. Would you leave your Indonesian friends a message? Because right now you're in Indonesia and Jono has to travel you back to India. But before we leave, maybe we can practice some of those things. You can make a message, we can create letters, and we can be pen pals. So let's create a message for your new friends in Indonesia. And you can add the new words that you have learned previously to make it easier for you. So this is the activity that you can do at home. This is the example. This is a message for from our friend named Kia. So Jono, can you tell us what Kia is saying?
Yes, I'm going to read what Kia has written for my friends here. So, dear friend, Kia said, hello, my name is Kia. Nice to meet you. I want to tell you about my pet. It's a cat and her name is Juju. She's my favorite animal. She likes fish and she plays with me every day. She is a part of our family. My mom said we have to take care of each other, so I always look after Juju and take care of her needs when she is hungry or when she is lonely. So how about you, my friends? How do you support each other there? Love and peace, Kia from Indonesia. And peace and love for everyone, my friends.
Okay, thank you so much, Jono. So the message that Kia wants us to have here is that this is how she support each other in her family. She has a cat and she treats the cat also as a part of the family that she needs to be taken care of every day. And this is the message that she wants to share with her friends in India and other countries, that we can support each other by doing little things every day to show that we care. And this message, she writes this letter to inspire other friends to also do the same, and then share how the friends support those around them as well. So we can try to expand our friendship through writing these letters and express how we take care of each other in our place, right, Jono?
Yes,
Yes.
Clarissa.
And here are some of the messages that we have gathered. We are about to give a spoiler here, if it's okay, Sister Kriti. So we have some messages that we have gathered from our school networks in Indonesia. It is addressed to our friends in India, to the schools in India, and they are on the way to us right now, the physical letters, and then we will also send it later to India. So all of the students here can reply and have the physical letters. It is more rewarding than seeing the pictures, right? So this is from Bandung in West Java, and this is from West Sumatra. So it came all over the Indonesia. This one is from Indonesia, but this one is special. This is from Aisha in Malaysia. So what we're trying to say here is that we're not only gathering letters and friendship to expand only to from Indonesia to India, but also to other countries. So no borders. So that's what we want to say through this event, that the International Day of Peace should not be about where do you live, but it's all about friendship, right, Jono? We can make friendship everywhere, right?
Yes,
And to
and as
everyone.
what our friend Aisha have written here, she's from Malaysia. So we have our friend from Indonesia, Kia, but we have also our friend from Malaysia, Aisha. Can I read the letter from Aisha to my friends
Sure.
here too, Clarissa?
Sure, Jono, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So, dear friends, Aisha written, my name is Aisha from Malaysia. I am 8 years old. I want to share with you about love and kindness and peace. My mother always tell me to be kind to others and siblings. So, we do not fight because we have love. Look at the flower. Wow. Aisha has drawn a beautiful flower in the letter. They have their own shape, they have their own color, but they live in one garden and they look beautiful and wonderful. So, friends, we must be kind to all in the planet. We live in the peace and happy. So, what about you? Are you with me to support peace and love? Come, everyone, let's be kind to our planet. And that's what Aisha said to our friends here.
It's very wonderful message, Aisha. I think I saw Aisha in the room here. So hi, Aisha. Thank you so much for your message and thanks for coming to the session. Oh, there you are, Aisha. Hi. So everyone meets Aisha. Aisha meets everyone. Let's be friends here. We are all friends here. So here's from your friends in Indonesia. Write us back. Let's be pen pals. So that's from our school students in Indonesia. And this is videos, the compilation videos for 3 minutes from all participations that we have gathered. Now, let me play it for you.
My mother always tell me to be kind to others and siblings, so we do not fight because we have love. Look at flower. They have their own shape, they have their own color, but they live in one garden and they look beautiful and wonderful. I used to have a cat named Linky, but he ran away and instead I got a hamster named Tofu. I would love to read about yours. Can't wait for your reply.
Indonesia love India.
Halo adik-adik ingkang wonten ing sedaya ting dunya. Tepangake kula Gendis saking Sociopreneur Indonesia. Gendis mengucapkan sugeng dinten perdamaian internasional. Monggo adik-adik kula lan panjenengan rayaken dinten perdamaian internasional puniki kalih menebar welas asih, kesainan lan pengajeng-ajeng lebet ngajeng pandemi puniki. Tetap sengkuyung sinau, ceria dolanan, sanadyan wonten kriya mawon. Oke? Salam History Maker. Dah.
Hello everyone, my name is Bre. My nickname is Kapri. Just call me Kapri. I'm from Indonesia. My community is Anu community or Anak Kampung Madun. My message for the children of the world is love yourself,
Okay, so happy International Day of Peace to everyone, and from me and Jono. So Jono, are you there?
Yes, Clarissa. Yes, I'm here.
Don't leave me,
Yes,
Jono.
I'm wishing everybody happy International Peace Day 2021. So the reason we write letter because these days, you see, we are using our phones and internet to communicate with each other. But when we communicate each other with messenger and internet, it seems like our friendship has somewhat become lesser and lesser because when you write letters, when you write it with your paper, you can write a lot of things, and then your friends in everywhere of the world can read your letter, and then we can be friends deeply despite no technology. So that's what we are encouraging in this International Happy Day, Peace Day 20 and 21. Let's be friends with each other without boundaries, and by becoming friends with each other, we can gain peace for ourselves and for others. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jono, for concluding our sharing for today. So if you're interested to become pen pals, let us know through my email. And for schools, teachers, if you're interested, we have programs for children and teenagers. You can check out our website on www.sociopreneur.id for more information. So that's all that me and Jono has to share this wonderful afternoon with everyone. Thank you so much for letting us to be here. It's an honor. So wishing all a happy, healthy, and blessed day. Thank you. Back
Thank
to
you
you.
so much.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you so much, Jono. Clarissa, I cannot stress enough about the importance of the work that you're doing. Today, in a world where everybody's talking about economic integration and financial cooperation, it is very important to understand that social integration is just as important, and you are doing a wonderful work in that realm.
Yeah.
Teaching the little ones to be empathetic, to be compassionate, to be friendly, to not shy away from moving that hand forward. Thank you so much for bringing this to us.
Thank you so much, Sister Kriti, for letting us share what we are doing, and we hope that this can grow through and extend to a lot of more things, more good things to come, because we believe that there are a lot of things that can be done together instead of being done in only one country or two countries. This is a good start, and we hope that it can expand to a greater good. So the whole world can see that through friendship, we can just through friendship, a small interaction at first, but it can, grow
into something really, really important. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Clarissa.
Thank you so much, Sister Kriti. Thank you so much.
Next. Sorry, Clarissa, I barged in between. You were saying something?
Oh, no, I'm only saying thank you so much, Sister.
It was wonderful to have you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So now we have Miss Vida Meiji Juan from Philippines. Ma'am, can we have you on screen, please, if you could? She is the principal of UB-Loon Institute, Bohol, Philippines, and she's here with us with her message on peace. But before her message, ma'am, could you introduce yourself to all our peace lovers here?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Hello from the Philippines. My island is in Bohol. We call it Bohol. And my school is named UB-Loon Institute. It's a daughter school, not a sister school of the University of Bohol. My school is an hour away from the city. So most of our children cannot access the internet. But I'm here and I'm representing the school. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to see all your faces. We are still on general community quarantine, so I'm working from home. I'm in the city, but our children are studying at home as well. they're using printed modules because internet is not readily available in our area. So, but we were able to record our song, and we hope to present it today and to be one with you in this celebration. Thank you very much.
Thank
Daghang
you.
salamat.
Thank you so much. And now I'll take you through the message that they've recorded for us. Straight to the message.
Mabuhay. Hello from the island province of Bohol in the Philippines. Hello India. Hello world. We are very happy and honored to have been invited to be part of the Cross-Cultural Global Art Fest 2021 in time for the International Day of Peace in solidarity with the growth of Afghanistan. The UB-Loon Institute, with its students, faculty, and staff, is one with you in this celebration. Today, we are presenting to you a song entitled Yesterday's Dream, which we recorded separately since we are on our lockdown. This is participated by our students, faculty, and staff, including yours truly. The song goes, together we stand, divided we fall. Together we climb to the top of the world. We can be what we want for the world to see, because we are the children of yesterday's dream. We hope that our message of unity and peace would radiate across boundaries. May our children's voices be heard and may it echo across the world. Thank you and peace to all.
We are the children of yesterday's dream. We are the promise of the future we bring. Leaving the banner of love to all, to every nation, the rich and the poor. We are the world of purposes and young, and we need a to guide us.
Helping each other, build each other, as long as we're together, you and me.
We can move on people for the world to see that we are the children of yesterday's
We have the yearning to do what is best, be someone special from all of the rest.
nations and brothers in unity, building tomorrow for you and for me. Helping each other, build each other, as long as we're together, you and me.
That was a wonderful treat for all of us sitting here on our screens, and we thank Ms. Vidame for this. Thank you so much, Vida, for putting this up together for us. So till now, we've painted for peace. We've danced for peace. We've written letters for peace. We have created music for peace. Ajat, do you have anything different for us now?
Okay, let me try. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, you start your video. If everybody can start your video and show me like this thumb, so I know that. Okay, great. Okay, so everybody do this if you can see me. So left hand like this and right hand like this. Can you see this? Okay, everybody show, start your screen, start your audio, start your screen. Okay. Okay. Are you there, everyone? Great. I can see some of you trying this. Now your left hand fingers are showing certain symbol and right hand fingers are showing different things. Now what you have to do, you have to quickly switch. Yeah. So the left hand sign becomes right hand and right hand fingers doing which was right. Okay. Now again switch. Now do it little quickly. Okay. So yeah, let's try doing, and you have to smile also. Another challenge is you don't have to look stressed, you have to smile. Okay. So, okay, try one more time. More you smile, then you can do it little better way. Great. I'm sure. Keep doing it in the night when you go for bed. Okay. Okay, let's do one more thing. Okay. Put your hands like this. Yeah. Everybody, put your hand like this. Okay. Yeah, this is Indian greeting style, namaste. And put the biggest finger, the middle finger, just across. Right hand finger, just take it on the left side and left hand finger bring to the right side. Okay, can you do this? Okay. Okay. Now, rotate your palm in such a way that you do like this. Come on, Clarissa, you have to try this. You can't escape. Yeah. So join your hand together. Put the biggest finger, just cross it like right hand finger, bring it to the left side and left hand finger on the right side like this, and rotate your palm in a way that you can do this. This is actually the boat that you have to run in the water. Okay. Yeah. So keep trying this before you sleep. And the challenge is you have to smile also while you are trying this. Great. Good to see the smile. Okay. Great. Okay. Another thing I want to try. So what you do now, put your both hands like this, both finger. Can you see this? Yeah, perfect. Join them. Yeah. And then who is this? Can you see the faces of each other? Who is this? Some name comes in your mind seeing this? Some comic character?
The movie Son of the Mask.
Batman?
Okay. Yeah, Batman. Anybody remember the music that when that Batman start?
No.
Okay, great. Thank you. So you have to keep trying this time to time whenever you have time. So I will take you back to Kriti. And Kriti, will you take us for the closer? But just before that, I'm trying to tell you something. I am part of something called Play for Peace, where we play a lot of games and do a lot of activity and try to address, because there is a saying, when you play, you all the barrier falls and your real self comes out. So in this pandemic, we have been deprived by the part of play that we used to play, hang around with friends and school. We have denied the child inside us. We children are very kinesthetic in nature, and we were in closed rooms for a long time, so missed that part of us which is a child inside each one of us. So bring that child out. This message is for also teachers and all the students. Keep your little child alive in you. And over to Kriti for taking us to the closer. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajadji, for keeping alive the little child that is inside us. He had a wonderful time. Before we move on to the last section of our program today, which will be dedicated to an Afghan women orchestra called Zohra that I'll deliberate upon in a few minutes. But before that, let me take this time to thank each one of you. They say what goes on stage, and in this case, what comes on screen, is so much a doing of people working behind the screen, people working behind the stage. So here, let me take this moment to thank each one of you, to all the principals of the schools, to all our friends who joined us from Philippines, from Indonesia, from Thailand, each one of you for making this event what it has become today. Had it not been for you, had it not been for your support, this event would not have been a success. So here's sending gratitude all the way from India to all of you all. I hope you can feel from your screens what we feel in our hearts. Now for the, thank you, Vida. For the conclusion, we have here for you a presentation about the Afghan Women Orchestra Zohra that I was talking about. So something about this orchestra. Now, this is an orchestra which has performed at the World Economic Forum in 2017, along with the students from du Collège de Geneva at Sydney, London, and other places in Europe. Why is this orchestra so special, and why am I talking about it today? Now, the orchestra called Zohra is named after the Persian goddess of music, and it was mainly made up of girls and women from Kabul orphanage between 13 and 20. It was formed in 2014. It became a global symbol of the freedom many Afghans began to enjoy in the 20 years since Taliban last ruled. And they've done this in the face of a lot of challenges and threats, wearing red, bright hijabs and playing a mix of traditional Afghan music and Western classics with local instruments like the guitar, rabab, the little guitar-like rabab. The group entertained audiences from Sydney Opera House to World Economic Forum in Davos, and today their existence is questioned. Today their existence is in jeopardy, and we are here hoping that they be able to continue this journey that they started in 2014. And for that, we dedicate the last 15 minutes of this program to the efforts that they've made in the face of the most challenging of times. I'm presenting their performance on the screens.
Negan Kapalwak was once the face of Afghanistan's renowned all-female orchestra. She was at home in Kabul when she got word the Taliban had reached the outskirts. Last time they were in power, they banned music and women weren't allowed to work. From safety in Virginia, Kapalwak told Reuters of her panic.
I was under so much stress. I was wearing a sleeveless top inside the house. I grabbed a rope jacket and covered up, thinking just in case, because if they come suddenly and see me like this, then straight away they would kill me. I had this small decorative pair of tabla drums. I tried to quickly hide them. I couldn't bring myself to destroy them, so I just hid them. I had a folder where I had printed all my interviews, which I'd kept. I burned that. I had my photographs with musicians and with musical instruments, which I had made a photo album with. I burned all of that. I felt so awful. It felt like the memory of my whole life was turned into ashes.
Named Zohra after the Persian goddess of music, the orchestra was mainly made up of girls and women from a Kabul orphanage, aged between 13 and 20. Formed in 2014, it became a symbol of the freedom Afghans began to enjoy in the 20 years since the Taliban last ruled. Though even under the country's Western-backed leaders, Zohra members spoke of hiding their music from their conservative families and facing verbal abuse and threats of beatings. They played a mix of traditional Afghan music and Western classics with local instruments, and entertained audiences from the Sydney Opera House to the World Economic Forum in Davos. Now, armed Taliban stand guard at the shuttered National Institute of Music in Kabul, where Zohra once practiced. Ahmed Sarmast founded the institute. Speaking from Australia, he says a rehearsal was in full swing when the security guards rushed in with news of the takeover.
Currently, some of the students are in their home. Some of students went hiding. We all are heartbroken. No one expected the situation to develop in the direction that the situation developed.
Kapalwak managed a daring escape from Kabul a few days after the Taliban arrived, boarding an evacuation flight alongside some female Afghan journalists. At 24, she's too young to fully remember life under their previous rule, but arriving in the capital as a young girl to attend school sticks in her memory.
I remember my first glimpse of Kabul. All I saw was ruins, ruined houses, holes in bullet-ridden walls. That's what I remember. And that's the image that comes to mind now when I hear the name of the Taliban. I think perhaps Afghanistan will be destroyed again, like it was then.
Since returning to power, the Taliban have sought to reassure Afghans and the outside world. They've said cultural activities, as well as jobs and education for women, will be allowed, within the confines of Muslim Sharia law and Afghan Islamic practices.
That was the story of Zohra. We hope that their music, their voice, their freedom is not silenced. And with that, I thank you all once again for joining us here today. My gratitude also extends to Dr. Sona Kang of Global Peace Women USA. My thanks to Anna Karenina Jadi for her presentation on Art for Peace. My gratitude to Mrs. Rima Divan, Principal DPS. My gratitude to Mrs. Seema Sharma, Principal Government Model Senior Secondary School, Dhanas. My gratitude to Kelly Piffer from Australia, her daughter Miranda. My gratitude also extends to Mrs. Neena Pandey, Principal of Gurukul Global School, Sister Maria Swati, Principal, Carmel Convent School, Sister Arti, Principal, Sacred Heart Senior Secondary School, to my now pen pals, Clarissa and Jono, if I'm not wrong. My thanks to my friends from Philippines, especially Mrs. Vida May Dijuan, for joining us. My thanks to my co-host, Mr. Ajad, And here's a shout out to the organizers, Yuvsatta, Global Peace and Development Service Alliance, RTLO Asia, and Sociopreneur.ID Thailand. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, let's hope for better tomorrow. And with that, we take your leave. Thank you so much.
Take a group picture and share it later. Can someone do that? You can quickly start your video and everybody. And can anyone take the picture here and send us later? The volunteer. Larissa, can you do that? Or anybody who's using mobile? I'm not able to see my mobile, the full screen. If anybody who can take the picture? Okay, go ahead. Okay. I hope somebody is taking the picture.
Okay, I can help taking the picture.
Sure.
Okay, but maybe everyone can turn the camera on first.
Yeah.
Can we have the cameras turned on for a minute, please? I request everyone who's present here. Thank you, Anika. We have Divyanshi.
Okay.
Yeah.
On count. All right. How's the pose, Brother Rajat?
Thank you, Jono.
How's the peace? Okay, the peace sign. On count of 3. 1, 2, and peace. Okay, one more time. One more time. I can switch pose now. Okay, let me send it to, okay. On count of 3. 1 and 2. Okay, somebody is still preparing. Sarkushi. We don't want to miss you. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, and peace. Okay.
Thank you, Clarissa. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm sending it to Brother Ajat.
Thank you, everyone. That's all from us.
Thank you.